keep jamming it right in our faces.
But if they come down and score, boom, that's a 4-point play or maybe a 6-point shot. Game's over.
You don't like that, TJ?
I don't know. I think I've just.
It's kind of rock and jockey, but it's, just a little something maybe. Like the NHL has an empty net situation where they can take the goalie off the ice, obviously, but you're giving up that goal and then a goal there, but it makes it 4-2, game's over.
Like I said, I feel I was just so deep into my own thing where I was like a flagrant foul or something means you lose a guy.
Flagrant foul means you have to now play 5-on-4 for a minute.
Saying. Yeah, take the guy off.
Like there's a power play for the other team.
Right.
Because the foul is so flagrant that you must put, say, let's just use Draymond Green, for example. He's got to sit in the, do we create an actual penalty box?
I think they just
where that person must sit? How about they must sit in a corner? You put them in a corner.
Put them at the end of the bench.
No. Not on their own bench. They must sit
in the corner.
Separate from their team in a corner on a folding chair.
Okay.
That is brought out by somebody in like a GIMP mask. Right?
You had me, and now you've lost me.
Bring out the GIMP. Sit them in a folding chair in the corner by themselves. Shame, or somebody rings the shame bell.
I do like the flagrant 5-on-4 idea too.
For a minute,
I like both.
Why not?
I like both.
Switch it up some, because there's a lot of math, and but this is easy. You commit a dumb flagrant, you just go sit.
Now we got to get Adam Silver on the show.
You can make that happen.
Ask him his 2 cents.
I bet you Susie knows him.
Can confirm. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers high-quality supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Navy Federal Credit Union celebrates Military Appreciation Month in May. Whether you're active duty, a veteran, or a military family, we are all united this month to celebrate those who go above and beyond. As a credit union created for the military community, Navy Federal takes special care to ensure that our members feel celebrated and honored every day and every May. So from all of us at Navy Federal, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCU.
This spring, be a part of something truly inspiring. Join us for our A Season of Hope fundraising banquet Thursday, May 8th from 6:30 to 9 at the Elegant Rock Springs Center in Greenville. Enjoy a plated dinner and hear powerful stories of resilience from special guests CJ Wilson and our keynote speaker, Daryl Strawberry.
This event will support the Building Hope Community Life Center in Greenville. Support the mission, share the hope. Reserve your seat today at buildinghopenc.org/banquet.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, buddy, it's me, your foot.
What? Are you okay?
Not so much. These old shoes are killing me.
But I've had these for years.
Years? I've been stuck in these things and now I'm screaming. You need custom fit shoes, my friend. And we're not talking one size fits all here. You need comfort, support, and most importantly, freedom.
Well, how do I get that?
Head over to Fleet Feet. They'll make me feel like $1 million and keep you running strong.
Fleet Feet at the Old Gordon's Golf location on Arlington Boulevard. They custom fit every shoe for your unique foot. Visit Fleet Feet and step into comfort. Your feet will thank you.
The biggest and best Memorial Day sale is on at Bostic Sub Furniture. Store-wide savings on furniture for every room, plus hundreds of items in stock with 6 months special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax on beautiful living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, or 60 months special financing. Sleep better and save on a new brand name mattress with up to 60 months special financing. Don't miss the incredible Memorial Day sale on now at Bostic Sub Furniture.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Big now.
Well, hello, Shirley. It's been a while.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
You need to write a song called Super
Zach Kaplan.
I will read it verbatim. The Masters tournament is special.
Oh, you'll read it what?
Verbatim. Verbatim.
How do you spell that? That word you just said, how do you spell it?
I have no clue.
Say it one more time. You're going to read it
verbatim.
That's how you said verbatim.
Verbatim. That's what I said.
No, you did not.
I said verbatim.
Nope.
No.
None.
Aye, and she can take her crew like a true captain. No surprises. Just
hold on. She can take her crew.
There's no bones off of my back.
I'm not talking about this.
Correct. Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a cloudy Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can come hang out with us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. A lot of goodies there, including this show live where you can chime in what is on your mind here on this Monday. Pirate baseball losing a series to the bottom dwellers, Wichita State. Talk about that. Canes round 2 hockey gets underway on Tuesday night. We got NBA playoffs, MLB, whatever is on your mind. We'll talk about it today on Pirate Radio Live. We've got Shirley Rhodes here. We got Will here for another couple of days. Hayden's here, unannounced. What a pleasant surprise. We got Jarrett joining us, head of the table. Jared Watkins. Hello, Jared.
Hey-o.
And left side. Jeez. Oh, we got bits.
Lado Fuerte.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to you, El Chando.
Gracias.
Ahí estaba, en el centro. Hoyo de Gloria.
Yeah, we need to check in with Joey on this day, although he's from Puerto Rico. Cinco de Mayo is a Mexican holiday, correct?
Yeah, I don't think that would go over too well.
Yeah. Chandler in the festive mood. You going to have you cerveza tonight?
Going to have a cerveza at the Buccaneer Music Hall, 8 o'clock. Sports trivia coming up tonight.
Looking forward to that. We'll have some NBA playoffs, and we have Stanley Cup playoffs on tonight.
Should.
Panthers and Leafs. Game 1 going on tonight. Got Knicks Celtics at 7, Nuggets Thunder at 9:30, plus Major League Baseball. So a full slate of action and a lot of fun coming up tonight at the Buck. Check in with the chat gang real quick before we set up the show. Jerry says hello. Hello, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Help the bear!
He said Miss Deborah saw her birthday greeting this weekend. She said she really appreciated it and was very nice. I'm glad she enjoyed it.
No problem, Debbie.
Hey, don't mention it.
Don't sweat it, Deb.
Who?
Deb.
Oh, Deb. You're talking to Deb, not Jerry. You're talking straight to Deb.
Straight up to Deb.
Wait, what was that?
That was Deborah.
Oh, I didn't know where that came from. Ray Romano joining us here.
Do you have a Ray Romano?
I mean, it's
Deborah.
I thought Shirley hit a clip.
We're out of peanut butter, Deborah.
Not bad. PJ says hello. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Go Pacers.
Yeah.
Good.
Go Gator.
They win game 1 against the Cavs.
I wouldn't say blew them out, but it was a hefty margin.
He says, I'm on to ECU football.
I'm on to ECU football. We're not going to talk about that.
I'm not talking about this.
Correct.
Jamie, you're on to ECU football. Am I hearing that correctly?
Nope.
Okay. I thought you might say correct, but you went with nope. Okay. Robert says, clip. Washington, D.C. will hold the NFL draft in 2027. Will you go? No, I'll be at CW's draft party.
Yeah, good time.
I'm not very interested in standing outside.
No.
For 4 hours watching guys hug Roger Goodell.
And you don't really get to hear any analysis. It's just...
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a fun time.
They have an
They
MC.
announce the name and then that's it. Well, I'm sure they have like musical acts.
An MC.
Musical guest.
Musical guest.
You too.
Saturday Night Live.
Pike liked. He said, y'all should have broadcast live from Chico's. Man. Pike, will you come to our next meeting?
Well, man, it's raining.
If that means that I can have a hungry pirate, I'm in.
Here's the good thing about Chico's, Jarrett. They have... Michael Jordan said the ceiling is the roof. They have both, a ceiling and a roof.
Oh, yeah, they do have a stage in there. I've sat on that.
Cool. Kaz says good afternoon. Hello, Kaz.
So you're going with YouTube on the celly.
This computer is going slow as molasses.
Man.
I'm kind of concerned about trivia tonight.
Oh.
But the only difference is Brian Bailey used it earlier today. I'm pretty sure he was looking up high school baseball playoffs.
I hope that's what he was looking up.
But it's going really slow. Yes, Jim.
I hope the Buck fixes their TV. A little miscue.
Did you ask them to?
No.
Then they probably won't.
No.
All right.
Nope.
We'll recap the weekend. First of all, QC Kinetics yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of
May the fourth be with you.
A lot of fun out there, and appreciate everybody coming out, getting their plate. Saw Jarrett and his mom. Saw some other people. Saw some advertisers of Pirate Radio out there, and great time from 3 to 6 yesterday. So I believe if Jonathan Ellerbe comes on, we will have a total for you of how much money we raised yesterday, and it's a pretty good number.
Man, that food was
it good?
Delicious.
Thanks to Robbie Beaker's Barbecue, who was distributing the food yesterday. I've heard from several people that got their plates, including Shirley Rhodes, including J-Bone, that the food was delicious. So I never did get a plate.
No.
I was, I guess, we ran out of barbecue, which is always good.
Yeah.
So I was not able to get a plate, but that's okay. I want other people to enjoy it. So, but heard it was great.
I went out there.
Yeah, a little too late.
I took a nice Sunday nap, Anytime I take a nap, kind of wake up discombobulated. All right, is it in the morning? What time is it? What is it, AM or PM?
Right. I only take naps on Sundays during football, but between the
that's right.
Between the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games.
Yeah, which there is no time between those. We've talked about that. I wake up like System of a Down, and then I go to the phones, and I see a video of Chan out there, and I saw 6 o'clock. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to run out there and pick me up a plate or two. And I get there about 6:40, 6:45, and it is a ghost town. And I look back at my phone, and it says till 6, not at 6. I knew it had rained. I thought maybe it got pushed back or something. But yeah, shame on me for getting the time wrong.
When you got out there, were we there?
Nope.
We weren't there.
You won't be there. But, yeah, hate I missed that. The good news is, and Caiden Norman has already texted me, he'll be on today's show.
Thank goodness.
He is excited about those hush puppies that Chandler brought, because you brought his plates for him today, right?
No.
You did not?
No. Well, he didn't get a plate, so.
He's going to be upset.
Also, there were no hush puppies on the plate.
No?
No. It was barbecue, boiled potatoes, and green beans.
The potatoes were boiled?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Like the ketchup, red potatoes?
Yeah.
And some of the softest rolls you'll ever come across. They were really good.
The rolls were good. The sauce that they gave you on the
Yes.
side.
Taylor, our sales assistant, said the same thing about the sauce.
I was lost in the sauce.
She said the sauce was saucing.
Mm-hmm.
And don't tell me the green beans were good.
They were good.
They were phenomenal.
Perfect amount of salt and pepper.
Goodness me, oh my.
The perfect amount of salt and pepper for me is the R&B group in the 90s. I thought they had the perfect amount.
It was pushing.
Wait, were
pushing it real good.
Were they there?
I don't know. You were. You tell me.
Salt and pepper's here. Was that who you were
It's
talking
none of your business. That's another thing. It's none of your business.
Chandler, the bid killer.
Did you actually think that was cool and funny?
What you said?
Yeah.
No. Like Jared said, he said they were pushing it. That was great because they had a song.
Yeah, but they said salt and pepper's here.
I know.
Yeah. But they weren't there yesterday.
Have you already got into the tequila?
No.
Okay.
I wish.
What's stopping you? You got any sales calls to make the rest of the day?
No.
I think you should start taking tequila shots right now.
Yes, let's do it. That'd be fun.
Well, Jonathan just showed up.
Man. Well, never mind.
There goes that idea. No tequila for Chan. He'll just act his normal self.
Which is what?
I don't know. You're on one today, I think. Speaking of on one, East Carolina on a 1-game losing streak.
Yikes.
Yeah. Thoughts on
lost to the second worst team in the league.
In the league.
It's a bad team, Jeff.
It's just a rough year, man.
Oh, God.
So get us through the regular season.
Yeah, that's all.
Let the new season start, which is down in Clearwater.
Yeah.
And let's hope that the Pirates, East Carolina, goes on a run, wins the tournament, and finds their way in a regional somewhere. That's the only hope.
I mean, that's all we got.
That's all we have. So,
play a little spoiler here. They can still be the second seed. Is that right?
Yeah. UTSA kind of running away with it, and they swept USF this weekend. So, really just fighting for that second spot.
I saw a lot of fans say, like, man, UTSA is going to blow us out this weekend. I don't know.
That's what I like to hear. Because everybody's going to be talking about that, and then we're going to go and sweep them and bring back the hope.
I don't know about that.
Well, you know.
But I kind of like being the underdog finally.
Yeah.
Not having the target on the back.
And not an ideal weekend, some would say, but Norby still doing Norby things.
Yeah.
Started on Saturday.
Yeah.
Which you said he was going to start Friday.
Well, that's what the press release said.
You were wrong.
And I think everybody thought that up until about an hour.
Are you saying Chip's wrong?
No.
Who was wrong?
I think it was just,
miscommunication?
No. It was just a change of mind.
Philosophy?
At the last second, I believe.
Well, I'll apologize for Jarrett for putting that false information out on our airwaves.
It was correct at the time when I put it out.
Correct.
Okay.
Things change. People change. The seasons change.
I see no changes. No midweek this week?
No. Thank God.
No. One midweek game left next week against the Campbell Fighting Campbell.
4 home games left. Very excited about that. Saturday, Senior Day for UTSA. Well, for us, against UTSA.
No.
What?
Oh. Because it's here.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah. You confused me.
Yeah, I confused myself a little there.
When you said it's for Senior Day for UTSA.
No, yeah, and
Yeah. All right. There's ECU baseball. Got to be honest, I didn't watch a pitch all weekend.
Got to be honest. Did Norby not come in on Friday? I thought he did.
It was Pruitt,
you
Young,
didn't watch any
and
either.
Jake Hunter.
I watched a little.
Is anybody here watching ECU baseball?
Me.
We need at least one person.
I am.
All right, good. And I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
But, man, I am out of it.
I didn't watch the whole game yesterday because my mom was in town, but I did watch the first 4 innings. Got a little upset, so I walked away, and then we came back and still lost.
Sorry I didn't meet your mother.
That's fine.
She's you're the only one that she has not met yet.
And I'm the only
Well, I mean,
one.
she hasn't met Mark, Glenn, any of the interns.
She hasn't met Will?
No.
She hasn't met Logan yet?
No.
She needs to meet Hayden.
Shout out to Hayden. Shout out to Sarah Catherine. Because I got a tweet at 10:32 Saturday night, a picture of Hayden and Sarah Catherine looking.
Y'all weren't drinking, were you?
Looking lovely. You look like you were out at a bar.
She said, "Yep, I was drinking."
Now I told y'all to be home by 11:30. What time did you get home?
I don't think I went to bed until about 4 o'clock. But
Hayden!
I'm not even. Yes, but it was our senior bar crawl.
Hayden, you are grounded.
4 o'clock. What the hell's going on at 3 in the morning, Hayden?
Well, Ellerbe's waking up.
Ellerbe's 2 laps in.
A little post. A little post going out discussion.
Like everybody came to our house, and then like everybody piles in my room all the time to talk. Like I have a couch and everything in there. I guess it's kind of like a hangout.
That's what I miss about college. Going back home after going out, having some fun.
What do you do? Like a recap?
Yeah, like we do like a, hey, how was everybody's night? And then we talk about maybe some people we saw in the bar, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, we meet in the living room, we do it all over again.
Yeah, no.
It's a little debrief.
Yeah.
Anytime we walked through the door was just a face plant wherever we could lay down and recap.
It wasn't like that every night. But
Yeah, it was.
No, for me, I'm saying. But there were some nights, face plant.
Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time.
Yeah, she always cracks me up sending me the tweets because I don't get on Twitter. So I thought that was funny.
4 o'clock in the morning. What time did you wake up on Sunday?
I don't remember what time I woke up, but I normally when I'm out late like that, I wake up pretty early. Like I don't know why, but my body just wakes up early.
Because you need more alcohol in you.
Hair of the dog.
You have a small stature. I can't imagine your tolerance is that high. Like how much do you drink on a night like that?
I guess it just depends my mood.
This is very personal, but like you don't have to answer. But are you drinking liqueur, beer?
Well, I was sipping on before. It was like Malibu with like pineapple juice, orange juice, and grenadine, and then high noons.
Okay.
And then we were just taking shots. So it just honestly depends. And I had Michelob at one point.
Okay, a little bit of everything.
Man, a little variety.
Yeah.
Very good. Good for you, Hayden. Mike B said John has a players only meeting after hanging out. Guys.
All right, guys, huddle up.
Jack, it
you
in.
were terrible out there tonight, man.
Take a knee.
You only talked to 5 girls, and that's it.
Take a knee.
That's it, man. That sounds like a lot.
How many girls you talking to?
Who, me? Oh, all of them. Especially when I got this hat on.
Is that how you became such a great salesman?
I don't have to go up and talk to people when I have this hat on. They come up and talk
go to you?
They said, where did you get the hat from?
Chad said, if you are good enough to have a debriefing after a night out, you ain't doing it right.
Mm-hmm. It's a drunken debriefing.
Why you got to call out my man Chan?
We're just having some fun.
Jamie said reboot the computer. Jamie, you are such a nerd.
Okay, Mr. IT.
Dude, first of all, I've already done that.
Did Secondly, you unplug it and plug it back in?
Yeah, no. Jamie, you're the biggest nerd, man. God.
Didn't you call him a nerd not too long ago?
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds ago.
He continues to be a nerd. Jamie said J-Bone gets the around the horn point bloop for the Ellerbe 4 a.m. joke. There you go. See, that was a good comment, Jamie. You're hit or miss. You're all right, I guess. Did I say he was coming up on today's show?
Yeah.
Who?
I did.
Did you? No.
Maybe you didn't.
No, I don't remember this guy's name being mentioned, and we need to talk to him because the Kings play tomorrow night.
Brian Bailey will join us. Wade Minter is who Chandler was talking about. He will join us. Talk Canes hockey. Justin Hardy, Kate Norman, all coming up on this Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jamie actually does work in IT.
Oh, wow.
So, okay, Jamie, I apologize. If you could troubleshoot me through this, I'd appreciate it. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Oh, my goodness. The biggest thing that happened this weekend. I did not even bring it up.
It wasn't in the open. Oh, it was?
It was. We just couldn't hear it because Shirley didn't have it on.
Yeah, that's true.
I was educating Hayden.
Educating Hayden.
Did you learn
New segment on Pirate Radio
obscure
Live.
80s movies.
So are we talking about this when we come back?
We're talking about the biggest thing that happened this weekend.
Man,
and we got to give a shout out to one Jenny Shelton who obtained her GOAT status over the weekend at the Derby. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, when we return after this.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Aces for Autism, a nonprofit, is here to provide opportunities for individuals with autism and their families. A place of hope, joy, and success. Whether it's helping a child make their first sound or preparing a young adult for vocational opportunities, we provide support where it wasn't available before. You can help us support families by supporting Aces for Autism's Team Together campaign. There are many ways to participate, such as buying a brick or sponsoring a room. To learn more about our state-of-the-art facility, visit acestogether.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all
Y'all come get bucked up.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Pirate Radio, bringing you the best content on air and on digital. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. You can kick off the week tonight. Test your sports knowledge with sports trivia with Clip Brock on Monday nights. And, of course, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can enjoy acoustic nights. On Thursdays, it's Singo and karaoke. And, of course, on weekends, you can get your groove on with the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. You can check out the latest information in terms of performers and whatnot on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you at the Buck, where the music never stops. And be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rose, Hayden, Will, Boner, Chan Man, and Ellerbe joining us here. Hello, Jonathan.
What's up, sombreros?
Hola.
What's up, sombreros?
Good Chan story from the weekend.
And that is?
We had a great fundraiser for Riley's Army on Sunday out at QC Kinetics, and we're having just a great time slinging some barbecue plates to the community that supported it. Raised over $2,300, and we promoted it, and so we had some people come by, and just because we had a very limited amount of just walk-up plates available, so we had a friend of the community that we didn't know, but he pulled up, he saw the Pirate Radio truck, and he was on a scooter, just on a moped, little scooter. He was like, "Hey, are y'all doing a radio station promotion?" We're like, "Yes." I was like, "Yes, we're raising money for Riley's Army. We're selling some barbecue plates. We got a raffle over here." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Is it free?" I was like, "No, but you can, for as low as $15, you can get a plate and a raffle ticket." And the raffle ticket, I was trying to explain to him, you have the ability to win, maybe a free haircut, got a ton of gift cards from restaurants and stuff. And Chandler just jumps right in and goes, "And man, we got a free oil change to give away." It's like,
you forgot to say it, so I just
he thought the guy on the scooter would be like, "Oh, that was gonna push him over the top to go rushing over to the table." It's like, I think I'd done a good job of selling them on
mention the oil change.
Yeah,
oil changes are expensive.
Chandler was over there kind of jittery the whole time. I was
I was saying, mention the oil change. Mention the oil change.
I was like, got a $100 gift card to this restaurant, and then Chandler was like, "Oh, and an oil change, sir." And then he pulled off.
Need your tires rotated too?
And so the guy just pulled off. So Chandler just being friendly Chandler, making friends.
Well, I have to say, and we did have raffle prizes yesterday. I want to give a shout out to a guy that I know that won a raffle prize yesterday. He won 3 MVP haircuts, free 3 free haircuts from Great Clips.
Bald guy?
Joe Wilkins. Congratulations to Joe Wilkins, who doesn't have a sprig to cut on his head. Won the free haircuts.
Oil change to a moped, and that's great.
Yes. So good times. Appreciate everybody that supported the Riley's Army fundraiser. Got to meet J-Bone's mom.
Yeah. Nice lady.
J-Bone brought his mom to town, brought her out to the family fun day at the Riley's Army, and QC Kinetics did a great job, thanks to Beaker's Brisket. So it was a lot of fun. Had a good, great crowd, great turnout, and glad we could be a part of it.
$2,344 raised yesterday. So,
did you say your mom's proud of you?
Yeah.
All right.
Very.
Cool.
She says she listens to the show every day.
Yeah.
So be careful what you say, Jay.
She's proud of me.
Why would she be proud of you?
I don't know.
She's a fan.
Had an in-person recap of when Chandler broke the bed at your mom's house.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, we got a new bed breaker? Dixon Davis move over?
Did you? I thought you told this story on the air.
No, I haven't.
No,
you haven't?
No.
We did the Monday after it happened.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, I was recounting like I'd heard it before.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was just small talk in the office. I'm pretty sure it was in this studio right here.
Chandler just plopped down and bang.
Yeah.
Yep. And he didn't want to say anything. And Chandler's so nice that he slept on the bed, like just on the half of the bed that was on the ground.
Yeah.
It was also like 3 a.m.
Yeah, so I didn't want to.
Was this during your post-night out talk to
This
the boys?
was after the debrief.
Okay, after the debrief.
We had broke the meeting and said, all right, a meeting adjourned, and we went to bed.
Well, Chandler, you met another new friend this weekend.
There was a long weekend.
And Jenny Shelton went to the Kentucky Derby. Now, on Friday, when we talked to Jenny, you gave her one directive.
Yep.
Just one thing to do while you're there at Churchill Downs. We have that? Yep. All right, what did you tell Jenny?
Yes, Xavier Leggett.
Okay, there we go.
Please get him. If you see him, I need a video shout out. I want to see how he says my name.
So just a passing line there. You know, what are the odds he's going to be doing a whole lot of stuff there?
And I didn't think she would
No.
see him. She would see him from a distance, but turned out that was not the case.
So Jenny somehow got within inches of Xavier Leggett, Panthers receiver. Now, backstory, the first I saw of this, but he scored a touchdown, and his first NFL touchdown, and started doing the in Happy Gilmore, it was called the bull dance, but he was acting like he was riding a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asked about it post-game, and he told us the world about his horse, Dollar Bill.
I got a horse, Dollar Bill.
That he was riding. A video came out last week of him riding Dime Piece, another horse. So he is a huge fan of the horses. He was an NFL correspondent at the Derby. Chandler wanted Xavier Leggett to say his name because he is the countryest talker of anyone. And sure enough, it happened.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
Now, Chandler, was that everything you wanted it to be and more?
That video was 3 seconds, and that's all I needed.
In true Jenny fashion, you couldn't see anything, like it was pointed at the ceiling, but the audio was fantastic.
Well, I will say this, and I will defend Jenny here. So he had a handler with him.
Oh, I know. Do you have the whole video that Jenny sent? I'll play that. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's go. But the handler said, can you just do a picture? So Jenny kind of snuck the video in. She didn't want to make it seem like, hey, like we're doing. So I understand. I was like, man, I would love to have seen his face, you know. But now that she explained it yesterday when she got back home, that's totally fine. I don't care.
All he needs is the audio.
All I needed was the audio of him saying my name.
What a move by Jenny. That was great.
So she got it. She was like, and you could hear her say, can you just say, hey, what's up, Chandler? And sure enough, he did it. So, what's up, Chandler? What's up, Chandler? How are you?
What's up, Chandler? How you?
How you?
Further backstory, right quick. Further backstory about the thing. Apparently, she waited outside the bathroom.
Yes.
To get XL.
Yes.
So
she ran to the bathroom and waited for him.
It was a full espionage mission where she waited. She stalked him out, saw him going to the bathroom, went and waited outside the door, and the handler tried to head her off, but it didn't work.
Well, here's the whole video Jenny sent.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
You can hear
the very end. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
We're not talking about
Enough of that. Girl, go away.
Now-
We got to get Xavier to NBC.
This was after the race was over. So
Yes,
I'm sure
yes.
they were wanting him to go and do a video.
Post-race
or something.
debriefing with the boys.
Exactly. And so the handler was not, messing
Okay, let's
around.
go.
All right, let's go.
Man, shout out Jenny.
Yes,
What a get.
I've watched it so many times, and every time I listen to it, I grin ear to ear.
Hit it again, Shirley.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
Very cool.
You need to change that to your ringtone.
Yeah, just on repeat.
Is he your favorite Panther now? He's got
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really haven't had a favorite Panther since like Kuechly and Cam. So yeah, I would say
None of them said your name.
No, and Xavier's just got that personality too. Like he's awesome.
Well,
I think you owe it. You think you owe it to get him a jersey?
Yeah.
You should get one of his jerseys now.
See, I'm not a jersey guy, and the only jersey
I've seen you wear a jersey before.
Well,
You wear a Luke Kuechly jersey all the time.
I'm not a jersey guy because of people leaving, going to different teams. The only reason I have a Luke Kuechly jersey is because it was given to me, and Luke Kuechly played all 8 years with Carolina. He's my all-time favorite
Has
Panther.
Luke Kuechly ever given you a shout out?
There you go. That's all you need to say.
I mean, this dude went out of his way from the bathroom to like his media appearances and said, "Yo, what's up, Chandler?"
Is he on Twitter?
He
What's up, Chandler? How you?
Because he asked you a question. You have to answer it and respond to him and send it back to him.
I'm doing good, Xavier.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and then ask him a question. So to see if you can keep it going.
I mentioned him in my Instagram story, hoping he would repost it, but he hasn't.
This NFL player right here cares about you, and you don't care to purchase one of his jerseys.
He
to
doesn't
support it.
know me.
Yeah, he does.
He knows your name.
Surely, play that. He cares about you.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
He did ask how I was doing.
How you?
Yeah.
You don't just throw that around.
Yeah. How
And
are you?
how about a jersey? Will you wear a jersey?
You know what? No, I'll wear a jersey.
He could just said. He could just said,
guy.
"What's up, Chandler?" But he said,
How you?
How are you?"
Yeah, he could have just said, "Hey," but he asked how I was doing. He's concerned of how I'm doing.
Yes.
What if I
What's
say,
up, Chandler? How you?
what if I do a video and say I'm not doing good, Xavier? I just kind of hit a rough patch here lately, so I just need some encouragement. Maybe he does another video.
I think he's waiting for your answer on social media. That's what he's doing.
He's sitting at his apartment in Uptown Charlotte right now, going, "Man, when the Chandler guy gonna get up back? When he gonna get back up with me, man? I asked him how we were doing." Man,
I watched him on interviews with Guy Fieri,
Oh, wow.
country guy at ESPN, Marty Smith. Yeah. So that he was a star this weekend.
Yeah, when I saw that they were going to have him as the NFL correspondent, I was like, this is going to be some good content. Because he's one of those guys, like, it's unintentional, I feel like it's not a show. This is who he is.
Well,
like,
by God, I mean, the way he talks, yeah.
Yeah,
He was talking to Guy Fieri about good raccoon recipes.
he ate 24 karat gold bacon.
Yeah, see, I mean,
Oh, you got a problem with that? Are you going to poo-poo that now?
yeah, I mean, what does the gold add to it?
Yeah, that is stupid. I'm not saying Xavier gets stupid. I'm saying the people at the Derby offer that is stupid.
Yeah.
Why? What? I got a bad question. Like, what does it look like? On the way out. Like, is it?
That is a bad question.
Okay. I think it's worth discussing.
Hey, they can't all be great questions.
No, exactly. You don't know if it's a bad question until you ask it. There are no bad questions, is what I was told.
Oh, there are.
See, the people that tell you there
definitely
are no bad or dumb questions, they are the ones who ask bad/dumb questions.
That's a lie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I know. I'm still learning. And you got to learn, you never are fully educated.
Right.
So I'm learning every day.
It's a piece of wisdom.
Lifelong learner.
Sitting beside
Clip
Chandler
rock.
Honeycutt, I learn a lot every day.
And what is that? What do you learn?
I just different things, man. Just how to get through life.
Just got to keep on pushing, brother.
There you go.
Yo, Clip, how are you?
You.
Clip, how are you?
You.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
What former Redskin or current commander do you want a shout out from?
Well, Shirley gave me a great gift, a Clinton Portis cameo.
That's true.
So I appreciate that.
That is. I remember that. Yeah.
Terry McLaurin's a very genuine person. If he asked me how I was doing, I would really take that to heart.
You got to get a Frankie Luvo.
Oh, my goodness. And run through the wall. Run through the wall. All right, let's take another break. We'll come back. We'll talk more sports with you. What is on your sports minds on this Monday? We'll talk about it when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Still to come, we got BB. We got Justin Hardy. We got Wade Minter. We got Caiden Norman. A lot of guests to get to on this Monday show. Back with you after these words.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Jockey's Ridge State Park is celebrating its 50th anniversary, taking place June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. There will be exciting educational activities taking place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Several special events are planned too. A drone show, a concert by the Connells on Friday, and bubbly toasts at sunset. Visit jockeysridge50.com for tickets and a full schedule.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North Restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Hey, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. May and June will be here soon, and Mom and Dad are due for something extra special. There's no better gift than the protection of life. Empower your parent with a trip to Carolina Caliber. From home defense to concealed carry and tons of other personal protection and shooting sports gear, your parents deserve to choose from the finest selection in Eastern NC. Plus, the summer will be sizzling with exceptional factory promotions they won't want to miss. Grab a gift card and send them on over to Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. And Greenville Utilities Neighbor-to-Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month. Or you can make a one-time donation and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor-to-Neighbor program. Now, back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. A lot of guests to get to. Chandler excited about Cinco de Mayo.
I'm excited about it being on a Monday, and it's not a Tuesday, Ruby Tuesday, but
Lunes.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
At the Buck tonight. Sports trivia. Can't wait.
I
Now-
hear they're having a piñata.
A piñata.
Being that it's Cinco de Mayo, will you drink a Corona or a Dos Equis?
Nah.
Okay.
Being a Raider fan, I'll have a Modelo.
Okay. Being a Ravens fan, I'll have an Art Modelo. Little football joke there for my football fans out there. Speaking of football, did you say something?
Yeah, I got some BS quarterback rankings fantasy wise.
BS quarterback rankings fantasy wise.
Yeah, this is why I hate fantasy.
Where's
football.
it come from?
Let's see. Top 1 fantasy football.
Do you really hate fantasy football?
Yeah, I'm not a fan because of things like this.
Well, that's a shame because I enjoy talking about it during the summer.
I mean, I still
With
play.
Cena with the shield.
Yeah, I still play fantasy football, but I don't like that Bo Nix is ranked in the top 5, or Justin Fields being in the top 10. Because they're not, Bo Nix not a top 5 quarterback, Justin Fields not a top 10 quarterback.
Bo Nix. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
But, I mean, you want to run through it?
Go.
We're waiting for you, man.
Jaden Daniels, number 1.
What?
Oh! What? You got to be kidding me.
Jaden Daniels, number 1?
Yeah. Lamar Jackson, number 2.
Josh
Allen.
Number 4. Baker Mayfield, number 3.
Okay, this is a little wacky.
That's why I said BS.
These are very wacky.
Bo Nix at 5. That made me throw up. Joe Burrow at 6. Jalen Hurts, 7. J.J. McCarthy, who has not stepped foot on an NFL field in a regular season game, number 8.
Got a good receiver.
He's having a freaking game.
Yeah, he's playing a freaking game this year.
Got a good receiving core.
Justin Fields, 9. Drake May, 10.
I don't understand Justin Fields or Drake May.
Me neither. And then 11, 12, 13, 14 is Pat Mahomes, Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, and Bryce Young.
Of course. He's top 15 for sure.
Will, you want to get in?
Before Will speaks, where is your guy, Geno Smith?
It's only the top 14, and that's why I'm kind of mad. It's like Bryce Young, Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix. Ahead of my guy.
Can Will get in now?
Sure. We'll prefer.
I was gonna say before.
He's gonna say something about John.
Jarrett mentioned him. I would take Jared Goff over 10 or 11 of those 14 guys. I think the only 3 or 4 I'd keep ahead of Jared Goff are Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Lamar, and Josh Allen.
Fair.
Jalen Hurts, not.
No.
Okay.
I mean, he's a good fantasy quarterback because of the rushing touchdown numbers.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the amount of volume Saquon has in that offense, Goff is a sure bet to get you 20 to 30 points every single week.
I think he's a little low on this list because of the new offensive coordinator. How's that going to work out? But I mean, yeah, it's still Lions offense.
He's a system quarterback, so I get that. But like at the end of the day, it's a talented offense. They didn't lose anybody.
What do you think about Baker Mayfield at 3? That's kind of crazy.
It is.
I will say he was the backup on my team last year.
Okay, so that puts him in the top
and
top 13.
He made it. If my
/24.
If my starter wasn't Lamar, I think Baker Mayfield was the third best quarterback in fantasy last year.
Is that right?
I think he's up there.
You think. Will likes to think.
But
you think too much.
He was matching Lamar every week. It was just Lamar, so I couldn't take him out.
Yeah.
But he was right there.
But you're looking on some old stuff. This is the present. This is new. 2025.
Let's go back to 2012. Clip Brock. After our fantasy season had wrapped up, week 17 of the NFL season, I made a trade.
We have a trade.
Acquiring Robert Griffin III, using my head and heart because we finally had a good quarterback in Washington. The next week, playoff game against Seattle, tears up his leg on the field, and never looks like his old self
Was
ever
this
again.
a keeper league, a dynasty league?
I would have been able to keep him. Yes.
What did you give up for him, if you remember?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't remember what I gave up.
Was it a haul?
It was a haul, but I mean, it wasn't like I got fleeced. It was just I made a move for Robert Griffin III. This year, late in the season, I get an offer. I got Hurts. I don't remember the other players involved, but it was a Hurts for Jaden Daniels, and I declined it.
You learned your lesson.
Well, did I?
You took it?
No, I didn't take it.
Okay.
But Jaden Daniels is number one on that list. So what lesson did I learn?
But if you
traded for him, he gets hurt.
I agree.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say.
I'd rather not mix business with pleasure.
That's what I meant, like learning your lesson. Like,
don't poop where you eat. All that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna poop on Jalen Hurts and not Jaden Daniels.
And with that being said, I'm taking every Raider player possible in my fantasy draft.
Well,
this
that's
year.
fine. They're not that good anyway. But we're talking about something serious here. A team that went to the NFC Championship.
I've run it back with the same team, I think, like the last 2 or 3 years, and have won. So I'm going to take that strategy and use it again, even if Mark Andrews might be bad now.
How does he respond from the way his season ended last year?
I think he's going to have a really good start because it's how media narratives work, and then he's going to get hurt, and Isaiah Likely is going to take the job from him and run with it.
Could be likely. Kenny Curling says no Dak. Where do you put Dak on your list, Will?
In the 20 range. I really don't like Dak. I mean, that might just be a personal thing, but I really don't. I think Dak sucks.
It's not very. I don't know how mobile he is these days either, right? Like he's not going to get you too much rushing.
Well, I mean, he throws too many picks.
Yeah.
And look at what's around him.
Yeah, if they blanket CD, if they have safety help over top, he's got nothing but a check down.
Now, if I'm making this list, I'm putting Dak at the top of my list because he's our quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think he's going to have a good year. Him and CD are going to have, they're going to be a dynamic duo.
Who's your wide receiver too, Jerry?
I think we're going to put Savone Revel out there. He's tall, lanky. He's about 6'3".
Okay, all right. No.
You want his measurements?
No.
I'll give you his measurements.
No, Jerry, we can't talk about that on the air.
Right.
Save that for Jamie Foxx.
Who is the number 2?
And who does he work for?
Who does he work for?
Yeah, I think it's Jonathan Mingo.
Yikes.
Panthers great.
Jalen Tolbert
And
or
Jonathan
Jonathan.
Mingo, yeah.
Anybody else other than me annoyed by the amount of Jadens and Jalen's in sports?
Yeah, I don't get that.
There's a Jaden Daniels and a Jalen Daniels.
Jalen Rose started it all. Michigan was so cool, baggy shorts, black socks, and it was a name that nobody had ever heard before.
What name you think there's going to be an abundance of in like 20 years?
LeBron James.
A lot of
There's going to be a lot of LeBrons. LeBrons and LaDons.
We've seen Shaqs, like Shaquille O'Neal was the first Shaq.
Yeah.
And since then we've had Shaquille Barrett.
Shaquille Griffin.
Shaq Lawson. Like there's been a bunch of Shaqs out there. So LeBron's going to be one.
Shea, I could see.
Giannis.
He's trending up.
You think Shea? I don't know.
I feel like he's
could be.
going to be the face
A
of
lot
like the.
of Lucas.
Yeah.
I feel like we already have seen a lot of Lucas and Nicolas from the Europeans, of course, but
We're talking about Americans.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Americans named
We're
Luka.
talking about things that actually matter.
I mean, if you want your kid to be good at baseball, name him Jackson. And if you
After
want
dark.
Well, I mean, you got in the MLB. I mean, you got Jackson Merrill, Jackson Holiday.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
Jarrett's going to name his kid like Randy or something.
Why
Gardner.
Randy?
Just something really American.
Okay.
Like, I don't see you naming your kid Luka Watkins.
Well, I mean, we talked about it last week. Jericho is at the top of my list, but
He's Canadian.
No woman is going to let me name our kid after a wrestler or.
But it is a cool name.
Yeah.
Do the name first and then tell her what you named it after. There was also a show on CBS called Jericho.
Yeah, there's also in the Bible, the walls of Jericho that got taken down by the trumpets.
Back in probably, I think, 2012, App State came to town, played East Carolina here in Greenville. They had a wide receiver named Malachi, and I love that name.
That is a cool name.
I love it.
Caiden. Sorry.
What are you naming your kids, Hayden?
Have you thought about baby names? Not to rush you, but you girls think about stuff like that.
Yeah, this one actually came up probably in the last year, but I'm going to name it my granny's first name, and then her sister that passed away, her name was Rosalie, and then my granny's name is Nora, so I'm going to do Noralie.
Oh, a combination? I like a combo name. I went to school with Herb Nisha. Her dad's name was Herb, and her mom's name was something with Nisha in it. So her name was Herb Nisha.
What's that Cat Williams movie where Tracy Morgan's like, my name is Lee John. It's like, why is your name Lee John? It's like, well, my mom was sleeping with two guys at the time, Lee and John. They didn't know which one it was and didn't have money for a test, so my name's Lee John.
I also want to name, if I have a boy, I want to name him Miller.
Miller?
You want a boy named Miller?
Yeah, like if I have a boy, which I hope I do,
Oh,
Miller.
to keep your name. Yeah. Well, my daughter's kid. That's right, I'm a grandpa. My sister's kid is named Brock.
Wow.
Which was her maiden name.
Yeah.
So, but he's Brock Humbles.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna name my kid Candace.
Why?
Just love that name.
Okay.
You are on one.
I don't know. So, real question: when your daughter has a kid, what do you want your grandpa name to be?
Paw, Peepaw,
Poppy, Pawpaw, Pawpaw.
I don't really care. I will probably let my wife decide.
My wife.
I don't really.
Wouldn't it be more of like the kids' decision? Because just whatever comes.
Yeah,
out,
I mean,
just,
whatever I'm called is fine.
Yeah.
As long as it's not ugly. You know?
A-hole.
I always like the name, and y'all can use this if you'd like. I always like the name Owen.
Owen?
Yeah. You like that name?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like it's a very common one.
No?
You don't run into a lot of Owens, but I like that name.
I prefer Brett, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going by heart family members, that's fine.
I feel like it's easier to name a girl because, like, if you think about, so you have the women on your side of the family, but then you also have, like, so for me, if I had a girl, I would name her after the places that my family comes from. So, like, Brooklyn, my mom's side of the family comes from Brooklyn.
Charlotte.
And then I'm from Charlotte, so it'd be like Brooklyn and Charlotte. So I feel like you don't really have that a lot with boys other than, like, Austin.
My dad worked with a guy named Monroe.
I mean,
there you go.
I'm going to name my girl Zebulon.
That's a pretty name.
Zebulon?
Chad Moore, his dog's name was Zeb.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name my kid Salemberg.
Salem.
Clinton.
That name might
Clinton
burn her.
Portis and Clinton, North Carolina.
All right.
Chad wanted to name his son Maximus.
Oh, like Gladiator?
Settled for Lucas, which I think is a cool name too.
Yeah, Lucas.
Yeah.
I know a couple Lucases, cool people.
Yeah. All right. We're talking names. Where'd you get your name from? When I was a kid, I wanted to change my name.
Really?
I think I've said that just because, like, teacher, it would be Clifton on the roll call. And I have to be like, well, it's Clip. And they'll say Cliff. And I'll be like, Clip. And they'll be like,
Chip?
Clint? No. And then finally I was like, Mom, can I change my name to John or David? Like, it's too much to ask these teachers. But then, it became cool to have a unique name.
Yeah. I always loved Jarrett.
It's a good name.
My daddy's name is Matt, but he always wanted to be called Scott. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He always wanted
Just call me Scott. Is that your middle name? No.
He can tell you what to do, so he's like, hey, call me Scott. Can I just call you Daddy? No, Scott. Interesting.
He's like checking in somewhere. Like, sir, what's your name? Scott. We don't have a Scott. That's my name.
Chad said his grandma called me Chip. That is true. My grandma called me Chip because we had Big Clip, my dad was Little Clip, and I was Chip when we were all in the same house.
Couldn't be littler.
The littlest Clip.
Is it on Bell? Don't they have the little teacup named Chip?
Oh yeah, good call.
On what?
On Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You call it Belle?
Well, I was just thinking of her, and that's what it came to my head.
Hunter says Chandler was Owen for some time from Name That Sound. That is true because you were 0-8, 0-9, 0-10.
Yeah.
We did call you Owen.
Yikes.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, we should give everybody different names. Because, like, Brian Bailey really fits his name, but Doug Bailey?
Doug.
Bill Bailey?
His first name's not Brian.
What is it?
Robert?
Turquavion? Turquavion Bailey? Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday.
It was a Tuesday.
That's a pretty name, Monday. Back with you after this.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs. What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay? The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs. What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
I lived with back and neck pain for 10 years.
I lived with pain for 10 years.
I lived with left knee pain for about a year.
I tried everything from pain medication to cortisone shots.
I did not want to go under the knife.
And then I found QC Kinetics.
Their holistic treatments fixed my back and my neck.
Their regenerative treatments fixed my knees.
Their natural treatments helped heal my knee pain.
Without surgery, drugs, or downtime.
If you want to be free from pain, come to QC Kinetics.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Come on down to Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville, where the drinks are cold, the food is fire, and the fun never stops. Check us out every night at 7 for our special events. Tuesday night is Singo, Wednesday Hollywood Trivia, Thursday's Kahoot Night, and Fridays is Tunes and Taps starting at 7 p.m. Don't miss Yappy Hour, Thursday through Saturday, 4 to 7, where we serve up half-priced apps from the toolbox. Make sure to check out our new menu, featuring the taco wrap, North Carolina Cowboy flatbread, and buffalo loaded chips. Check out our Facebook page for more information. Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, where good times are always on tap.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Show Mom and the graduate how special they are with a gift from Russell's. Whether you're celebrating Mom or dressing to impress, Russell's has you covered. With our amazing selection of clothing and accessories at Russell's, shopping for gifts is easy. Can't make a decision? Gift certificates are available. Make Mom and the graduate feel special and shop Russell's, where style starts here and our customer service and free signature gift wrap fits any budget. At Russell's, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, like back one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local, print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now, back to the show.
Oh man, we had fun. More good conversation during the break. Hayden made the mistake of saying, I watched Draft Day and I enjoyed it. And then Will somehow thinks he's in the war room, broke down how inaccurate it was.
It's such a bad movie.
Let somebody enjoy a movie, Will.
I enjoy the movie. It's just a stupid premise. He traded up to number 1.
Okay, dude, who cares? It's a movie.
It's like watching the Country Bears and be like, dude, Bears don't sing country music.
That's different. Because they were trying to emulate realistic stuff.
So have you ever seen the Country Bears, dude? They're trying to emulate realistic stuff there.
They're singing bears. That is not
pretty realistic to me.
All right.
I would have enjoyed Bad News Bears, but he didn't take the pitcher out after he threw 8 straight balls.
I mean, that doesn't happen either.
Did you watch ECU baseball this weekend?
Well,
just let somebody enjoy a movie, man.
I enjoy it. I watch it every year before the draft.
All right. Well, let it go.
Did y'all figure out what I was talking about?
No, I don't remember the movie that well.
They jump a pregnant girl?
No.
That's all I heard.
In the movie, there is the GM is in a relationship with his CFO, I guess. I don't know. She runs the salary cap.
GM, CFO. All right.
She's played by Jennifer Garner.
Okay.
And so what Hayden was trying to say is that it was very random in the movie when they all of a sudden sprang on us that Jennifer Garner's character had been pregnant.
Okay.
Because they didn't give any backstory as to why they're together or anything.
They didn't show the scene where she got pregnant.
No. The movie kind of just started with him leaving his house in the morning of draft day, her being there, and then...
Yeah, but you're talking about all these terrible trades. Maybe that's why his mind is so foggy, because he's dating a pregnant lady.
Well, I mean...
See, you didn't take a film class in college.
I'm a freshman.
A freshman.
He's still got time. I can't wait till they start breaking down movies in your class, and you're like, totally inaccurate. The Sandlot's field dimensions were way out of whack for a Little League baseball team.
All right, I don't think that
they'll make you watch The Virgin Suicides, and she has sex and still kills herself. I mean, that's...
Yeah, make sure you call out that historical inaccuracy.
That is a plot hole that I don't like.
I can see Will acting like he's in a courtroom at a movie theater when a scene happens and he goes, objection! Oh, man. Why they trade up to number 1, man? They had him at 7.
Never mind.
We need to get to our Brian Bailey interview. Talked to BB earlier today inside of Studio C. Let's hear it right now.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, he is the Hall of Famer, host of the Brian Bailey Show, WNTT Channel 9. He is Brian Bailey joining us. What's up, BB?
Good to be here as always on a Monday.
Talking. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, he is the Hall of Famer, host of the Brian Bailey Show, WNTT Channel 9. He is Brian Bailey joining us. What's up, BB?
Good to be here as always on a Monday.
Talking high school baseball playoffs.
Yeah.
You had your election 2025 show with the results coming
Ballots
in.
were still coming in. And
live.
it was crazy.
Did we get it all figured out by the end of the show?
I think we've got it basically figured out because the preliminary brackets came out around 12:20 or so, 12:30, and basically they're not written in stone, but they're close. And if schools see a mistake or something, they can appeal. But usually that's the way they go.
And you've got the common denominators here at the end of the regular season. The same J.H. Rose,
Yes.
number 1. Conley, high seed. Corey Skinner and Aiden Grifton, a high seed. And you talked to Pat McRae as well. South Central, a chance to make a run. So, once again, just great baseball in the area.
It's outstanding baseball, and you think, Conley's the number 1 seed in the 4A East bracket. Rose is the number 1 seed in the 3A East bracket. According to RPI, South Central was number 2 right behind Rose, but because of the way the brackets are set up and everything, I think they fell to an 11. But they still, and they made a long run, last year. So they've got a chance to really do some damage as well, and it's just a testament to all the great baseball we have right here in Greenville and Pitt County.
About time for some postseason baseball and softball, and Shane Winkler's softball Pirates are in Tampa getting ready for that. We'll talk to Shane Winkler coming up Tuesday on Pirate Radio Live. Cliff Godwin's Pirates still a couple weeks away, still some series to go, and they drop one to lowly Wichita State over the weekend. So you just kind of keep waiting for ECU to flip that switch, and they still got time to do it, but they're running out of time.
Yeah, and they're going to probably have to do it in Clearwater. I mean, I don't think anything short of a championship in the tournament's going to get them in the postseason. And some years are like that, but they've had some issues and had some problems, and had a couple of drop fly balls late in the game when you just can't drop a fly ball. And they got out of the one in the 8th on a double play, but couldn't escape the damage in the 9th.
Yeah, and just an off year, very rare. Almost never seen it before. Seen it once, I guess, during the Cliff Godwin era. So we're all kind of figuring out, all right, how do we process this? But you got to think he'll have them back ready to go next year. And again, they still have a chance to win in Clearwater, which they've done. You've seen them do a bunch of times, and could do that and maybe make.
And usually when you go to Clearwater, you'll see a team that will come out of nowhere.
I know Memphis and Cincinnati have done it. In the past.
So you'll see teams like that. They'll just come through and just play really good baseball at the right time, and that's what it takes.
Maybe not Memphis, definitely Cincinnati, and definitely Tulane have made runs.
The key is you win that Tuesday game and you play again on Thursday. Yeah. And if you can win Tuesday and Thursday, you're advancing to Saturday with a loss to give in the double elimination format, and there you go.
Speaking of baseball, Braves picking up a win Sunday night against the Dodgers.
Anytime you beat the Dodgers, that means a lot.
Yeah, we'll take that after getting swept earlier this year. Burley hits his first home run of the year. We're following
Burley bomb.
What the Pirates are doing in the pros. And
Gavin pitched well over the weekend.
Bailey, you were telling a story about right before we went on here about we were talking cards, and you said you were trying to collect Ryan Sandberg cards, and then 7 or 8 would have been easy, but then there was 80 or 200
Tons.
of them. So you tapped out, and then you said you wish you could find the interview you did with Ryan Sandberg, which you conducted when?
In '93 at the All-Star game in Baltimore. We were up there for that. Yeah. That was really cool. Really cool time. That was the King Griffey
Jr. hits the warehouse.
Yes.
Yeah, great home run.
Yeah, we were there for that, and it was just – I met Bill Murray at the home, at the practice that day. We were on the field, and I heard this voice yelling at his kids, and I thought, man, that sounds familiar. And it was Bill Murray.
He was yelling at the basketball coach kid that he has now?
I think so. And it's funny because these days everybody has a phone. You slip your phone out and get a picture. Hey, Bill, can I get a picture with you? But back then you didn't have any of that, so didn't get a picture with him. And then in the locker room, I had a chance to interview Ryan Sandberg. Ryan wasn't real friendly during the interview. He was okay. And then when we finished, I went to him and I said, Ryan, I just want to let you know that I'm a big fan of yours, and I named my son after you because I like the name. I like the way you play the game. And he was really – then he opened up. He goes, man, that's one of the biggest honors you can have if somebody to name their son after you. So I talked to him, and then and Barry Bonds was on the other corner. So we went over, and we were going to grab a soundbite with him. And he looked at everybody and said, "Look, I'm only gonna answer a couple of questions. You go first." And he pointed to me, and I was like, "Man, why'd you point to me? I'm from Mayberry, man. Don't point to me." So I looked at him, and at the time, the American League had won like 6 or 7 in a row. So I said, Barry, the American League has dominated the World Series of late. I said, do you look at that and try to get the guys in the National League, dugout to play harder? Do you guys think about that? Or was just an exhibition? You don't care. And he looked at me like I had 3 horns coming out, and he said, "Hold on, let me get my crystal ball out and see." And he turned around and took out this imaginary crystal ball, and he said, "I can't see anything." And everybody was laughing. Chris Stansbury was with me, and he was shooting with the video camera, and you could see the camera bouncing up and down because he was laughing so hard.
Barry Bonds, all-time jerk, right?
Oh, man, yeah.
Although when you make fun of Bailey, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, he got me. That's all right, though.
I'm going to use that one on you one time.
I lived through it.
I got to find a good spot.
Yeah.
To pull that one out. Brian Bailey joining us. I'll tell you what I'm most excited about right now in sports. It's the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, man.
Round 2.
I'll tell you.
Got the Caps. Man, great series in 2019. Caps and Canes went to Game 7. Do you remember that, Bailey, where the home team won every game,
right,
and then the Hurricanes won in overtime on the road to advance and got to the Eastern Conference Finals that year, I believe. But setting up for another great series. Alexander Ovechkin still there, all-time leading goal scorer now. And you were able to witness some first-round Canes action, so you know that this team can do it and keep moving on.
And that was so much fun in Game 5, and just to be there, to see the atmosphere, and you can hear about it and you can watch it on TV, but just to be there and feel the energy that they come out with. And the Canes gave up 3 first-period goals. So in most games, you're going to lose that game. At some point, you're just not going to score enough goals to catch up. But they caught up in like 5 minutes in the second period, and then the game went to in the second overtime. And in fact,
for you to be able to say you're one of the few to see it live is going to be great one day, right, Bailey?
Like the basketball game?
Or maybe you didn't see it live.
Oh, I didn't see that one live. No, I thought you were talking about
nope. I was getting to the point that you were not in the rink
right.
when that happened.
Didn't see that one. Well, so because the game was still going on, we were going to go live at 11 o'clock with the ice behind us, but the game was still going on at 11:20. So we were out in the parking lot, and I was with Zach Kaplan. He did a great job that night trying to organize stuff and get us going. We had Elon was playing East Carolina on the road, so we had those highlights. We had the Carolina Hurricane highlights, and we're all set up, ready to go. So we decided to set the laptop up and watch the end of the game, the second overtime on the laptop. Well, those feeds are about 7, 8, 9 seconds behind. So we've got it on. We're on live. I'm doing the highlights, and all of a sudden we hear these horns going off. And one guy's right beside me blowing his horn like crazy. So I said on the air, I don't know, something's happened. It sounds like it's good news for the Canes, but we're going to have to wait and see because our feed's about 8 seconds behind. And then finally somebody yelled, "Aho scored!" And I said, well, I was just told that Sebastian Aho scored the game winner in the second overtime, and then I saw it. I said, I can confirm it because it just came across our feed. And so the Canes have advanced 4-1, winning over New Jersey in that game.
Live TV.
Yeah, it was live. All right, now it was something.
What are the biggest live moments you have like that? Anything come to mind for you where you're at a game or something happened in sports while you're on the air? That anything?
The thing about that is usually it's not, because you're only on the air at 6:20 and 11:20. So all your big events are in between.
Sandwiched, yeah.
A lot of people thought the Caiden video, when it went off behind me, that I was alive at that point, but I wasn't. That was on tape.
That was a recording.
That was a recording. We were doing a stand-up. But, for the most part, I can't remember anything that was going on live like the Canes game. That was a rarity. And, it's funny. It's year 41 for me, and you think you've seen it all, but you've never seen it all. And you realize that at some point.
Brian Bailey joining us inside Studio C here as another week of sports on tap. Mentioned the Stanley Cup playoffs, NBA playoffs going on, which you said you hadn't really checked out much. I'm glad we're on to round 2, that this thing really drags on.
Oh, it does.
Hopefully the games get better. Even tonight, you've got Celtics and Knicks, and who's the other matchup? Jarrett, Glenn? Nuggets Thunder, 2 9.5-point spreads. You hope to get some good games, but even in round 2, you're going to get some lopsided spreads. So I'm hoping for another round or so. We get at least some competitive games, some good stuff.
And you can still watch Shaq and Kenny and all the guys. They're the most entertaining part of the playoffs at some point.
What did I hear the other night? It was like somebody's last game. Maybe LeBron's last game on TNT. They were setting it up like that because I guess the games are moving away or whatever.
Did you see Shaq? He's doing some kind of cleansing thing, and he had to. During the show, he stepped up and went to the bathroom while the show was on.
I like that they can get away with just about anything. They're kind of grandfathered into it.
Yeah,
but
they really
very
can.
very entertaining stuff with Kenny and who. Well, what did you say? Your old intern's boyfriend, Kenny Smith?
It was an old reporter that we had. Don Rivas was a reporter with us way back in the day, and Kenny would come up and hang out with us. And years later, he was back for a Carolina Tar Heel reunion, and I didn't know if he remembered me or not, but I walked up to him, and he saw me right away and remembered me, so we talked a little bit. But he was hilarious. He's the one I told you, y'all talk about cards all the time, but on his card, it says he went to North Carolina State.
Yep, I got one of them.
Yeah. So
his rookie card.
Yeah.
So, Kenny Smith, Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
Flip it over, North Carolina State.
He brought me one, and he was a great guy. He loved. And the funniest thing about that was I came in one night from doing some work or something, and Dawn was at her desk, and I swear she had at least 40 chicken wings on her desk, and she had barbecue sauce all over her face and napkins everywhere. I said, Dawn, what's going on? And she said, Kenny's at camp. That's exactly what she said.
Right.
Kenny's at camp, so she was going to enjoy her ribs and wings and everything else while he's at camp. Yeah,
Kenny's at camp.
Yep.
Who's the all-time good guys in sports, Bailey, that you've talked to over the years?
All-time good guys.
You mentioned Bonds might not be in that category.
No, he won't be.
Kenny Smith, good fella. Who's on the good side?
God, it's hard to tell.
That's not like local ECU.
Yeah, I mean, I met Tom Landry a couple of times. He was awesome. Of course, I've got I love the Cowboys, so I knew he was going to be great to talk to. I haven't talked to Roger Staubach. I'd like to meet him, and he's getting up there in age. But
we were always brought up like the NASCAR guys.
The NASCAR guys were always nice. Yeah. It's funny because back in the day, they kind of realized that they were still trying to sell their sport, even though it was skyrocketing at the time. They still thought it was important, to be nice to the media, to be nice to people, and all those guys. Even Dale Earnhardt, I remember interviewing him a couple of times, and Lee Moore. Remember Lee Moore at Channel 12 way back in the day? He told me, he said, "Look, if you'll tell those NASCAR guys your name and ask them to say it, they'll say it in their answer." And I said, Lee, I'm not going to tell that guy.
No, I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah, and Lee said, Dale, my name's Lee. Could you use that? And he said, yes, sir. And so he asked him a question. And he said, well, Lee, I'll tell you this.
Makes you feel good.
He got what he wanted.
Yeah. Makes you feel good. A couple of Joes come to mind.
Joe Theismann's a great guy. Joe Gibbs was a great guy. I met him in that church. It was the Fellowship. Fellowship of Christianity. I can't say it more than once. I told you the story with Joe Gibbs when they came in. They were supposed to fly in that morning. They had bad weather, so they had to drive in late that night. They got in about 1 o'clock in the morning. Had to get up at like 5, and they got there at 6. And I was supposed to interview him at 6 a.m., so I was there early. And so he got in front at 7 a.m. The breakfast was going on. He got up to speak, and this place was packed. And Joe Gibbs gets up and said, we had a hard time getting in. It's been really difficult. We're glad we're here. But the first person I get a chance to see from Greenville, North Carolina is a Cowboy fan. And everybody roared because most of them knew it was me. But he was really, really nice.
That event in Greenville?
Yes.
Yeah. I got to hold the ring and put the ring on.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really cool. He's really a good guy.
Art Monk, another great gentleman. Darryl Green. Man, Washington's got
never met any of those guys
in their organization.
Yeah, never met those guys. But Joe Gibbs, I did meet.
Richard
Petty was great. Talk about one of the great ones. He was awesome.
How about Bailey? A lot of momentum right now with the Washington franchise. New stadium in the works.
Hadn't seen it. They got a new stadium.
Getting the draft in a couple years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they get a big draft come September.
Bailey already put out a Jaden Daniels sophomore slump in the ether.
It could happen.
Today. So, looking forward to football, but still a lot of time to go and a lot of sports to cover before we get there. Did you How was the Derby Dash Bash?
It was awesome. It always is. Those guys do a good job with that thing, and it raffle off a lot of prizes. A lot of people come, and it's fun to watch the Derby. I don't know much about the Derby, but I enjoyed just being with those folks, and it's been a tradition now. I mean, it's kind of. I think it's. I was trying to figure out how many years it's been, and something came up on Facebook that at least 10, maybe 15, that I've been able to do that. So that was a lot of fun.
BB, good stuff, man. Have a good sports week. Canes will be home. What, this weekend?
Saturday. Game time hasn't been announced, I don't think.
No.
Brian Bailey joining us on this Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break, come back, have more for you. When we return, we'll hit another interview. We'll talk to Wade Minter of the Carolina Hurricanes. When we return, PA announcer, Canes and Caps. Great series in 2019. Went 7 games. This one should be good as well. We'll talk about it with Wade Minter when we return after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Pirate fans, the East Carolina football season ticket campaign presented by Hamill Builders is underway. The Pirates are looking to build momentum off an 8-win season and that Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate head coach. Season tickets can be purchased for as little as $115. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation is just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and get a Shackaroni pizza for only $12.99. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact contact information. Go Pirates.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Big changes are coming to the Rick House. A new menu is on the way with great food, and it's the perfect atmosphere for a night out.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville. This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville is ready to make you an unbeatable offer on your trade-in. Bring in any offer from CarMax and they'll beat it by $500. That's right, $500 more than what they're offering guaranteed. With over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, Doug Henry of Greenville has the perfect ride waiting for you. Visit them on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial and experience why they're always right on the price. Check out their full inventory online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Don't miss out. Bring in your offer today and leave with a better deal. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the corner, right on the price. Now, back to the show.
All right, thank you, Hayden. Maybe Will was onto something here. Chad also has a problem with draft day. He said, I cannot believe they did not show Kevin Costner's character's birth and how he grew up. That would give us a greater insight as to why he did what he did. It's a very good point. I think all movie characters, like the first scene of every movie should be a montage of every character being born.
Yeah.
So we realize that they're human beings that were born. We need full background stories.
You want to see the full life, not a glimpse into the life.
Yeah.
And did they get an education? Like show where they went to school?
Right.
His point is very specific to draft day because
I think he's kidding around.
He's making a joke, Will.
But
Will, really?
Well, his joke makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
Because his dad,
you're an idiot.
His dad was their coach. He fired his own dad. He didn't like his dad. They had a bad relationship. So he may be joking, but I wouldn't have minded that. Because
you want to be in the operating room, in the delivery room?
No, I want to know why he hates his dad.
You want to add a whole hour to a movie.
Was the dad there for the birth?
Probably not. He's a football coach.
Bang.
Wow.
But see, like, this is another thing. It leaves a little bit of the film up to your interpretation.
Well, it's also a film called Draft Day. It takes you through the day of the draft. So
You're the one who wants to add like 27 years to the movie.
I said it would have been nice. I don't care.
It would have been nice to add 27
Will
years.
wants every movie to be like 4 days long.
Going to a movie theater with Will, the first scene is in the operating room. A woman's giving birth, and Will goes, "This is going to be good."
But wait, how did she get pregnant? Like, we're going to have to keep going back.
It could be artificial insemination.
Hey, where did the mother come from?
Where did the mother come from?
He wants to go. He wants to go all the way back to creation of like first life.
First scene of every movie should be Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
This is why I'm more of a TV person.
It should be God creating Adam and Eve. How did these people get in the Garden of Eden?
Very good point. Very good point.
Who made that snake?
This is why I'm more of a TV person because they explain more.
Yeah. See, I bet you love that episode of Breaking Bad with the fly.
My favorite.
Yeah. See.
This guy. It's a good movie because Kevin Costner is in it.
Yeah. See, that's a great point.
It's
Kevin
a great
Costner.
cast.
Waterworld. Have you seen Waterworld? How about The Postman?
No.
Nah.
You can't.
It's a great
I talked
cast.
to one of them the other day on the show. That's enough for me.
Well, okay.
Tony Mena.
Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Al Pacino.
Let's get to another interview. We talked to Wade Minter earlier today. It'll be the Canes and the Caps in round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and it'll begin in Washington. coming up on Tuesday night. We talked about that and recap the New Jersey series. Here's my chat with Wade Minter. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, the PA voice for the Carolina Hurricanes at the Lenovo Center. He is Wade Minter, joining us to talk round 2 Hurricanes playoff hockey. Wade, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. It looks like it's going to be stormy out in central and eastern North Carolina, but Canes have advanced to round 2, and that's a little ray of sunshine.
Yes, sir, and a nice little break between rounds 1 and round 2. We'll tie a bow on round 1 going into it. You said you thought the Canes would be able to handle the Devils relatively easily. Does a 5-game series constitute as relatively easy? The Canes didn't make it easy on themselves in the final game, but were able to get the win. So what'd you think of the first round?
First round was really good. I think the prediction of the Canes being able to handle the Devils was true. It's very hard to get a sweep in this league. Nobody did it in the first round, so a 5-game series is pretty dominant as far as a first-round series in the modern NHL goes. And, the Canes are 1 overtime away from that sweep. So Jacob Markstrom of the Devils playing out of his mind in goal. He was really the only reason it was a close series. Otherwise, the Canes pretty much outclassed him start to finish.
No matter the sport, you don't want to fall behind and have to fight back. Having said that, the Canes did it in the finale, but also that game they lost, Wade. They were down 2-0, I believe, right? And came back, made it 2-2. So that tells you something that no matter the score, the Hurricanes are still in it appears.
That's true, yeah. Especially in this round, pretty much everybody was healthy until Freddie Anderson got run, but you could see the depth top to bottom. Pretty much everyone on the team's playing in the right spot. They have options. They took out Jack Roslovic, put in Mark Jankowski for a couple of games. The team kept rolling. And you're going to need that depth because as healthy as they were coming out of that first series, the playoffs are a grind. People are going to get hurt. People are going to be nicked up or knocked out. And you got to have folks there to step up. So I think that's a really encouraging sign for the Canes that they've got that depth here.
Let's talk injuries, Wade, and Freddie Anderson, of course, the number one important player to talk about. But how about as a whole? How did the Canes come out of round 1 health-wise, and what's the latest on Freddie?
I think they came out really healthy. They're, bumps and bruises, but nothing serious, nothing that knocked a key player out minus the goaltender. As folks who were watching the game saw, Freddie got run by Nico Hischier and looked like a headshot. He ended up going back into the net. Came out that game. That's the one the Canes lost in overtime. And then Pyotr Kochekov played with Spencer Martin backing him up in game 5. All word out of the organization is that Freddie's healthy. He's practicing, and he's expected to be good to go for round 2, game 1 up in D.C. tomorrow. And I think, the word on the street is if they had needed him to play, he could have, but they were in such a good spot, they felt like they could give him the extra rest.
Wade Minter joining us today. Wade, another person we have on during the playoffs to talk hockey is former Pirate Radio intern Brooks Hill, who is now actually the play-by-play voice of the Binghamton Black Bears. So he is taking his love of hockey and doing a great job in the professional ranks. But Brooks kind of put the call out for Andrei Svechnikov, said it's time for him to show up, and boy did he from a goal-scoring standpoint. How important was that for him and for the whole team, Wade?
Svech has been the player that you thought he would be all series. Dominant. And the numbers back it up. The eye test backs it up. This was Svech's series. He was a force at both ends of the ice. He's scoring goals. He got the hat trick. Really everything you have wanted to see out of him. And he's been a little bit up and down over the years. He's been hurt a couple times. And this was really 5 games where you saw that if Svech is playing his game, he can be that series changer the team's needed for a while.
Wade, looking, outside looking in, I followed the scores. I watched a little Canes hockey during the regular season, but I admit I am not a diehard every game fan. So from afar, looking at the Capitals this year, it's been all about Alexander Ovechkin and the goal record. So
other than Ovi, which we know about, the all-time great, what else do we need to know about this Capitals team? You look at the standings and the points, and they earn home ice advantage with the winning they did this year. So what do we need to know about these Capitals?
They're a very balanced team. They score a lot of goals, and it's not all Ovi continuing to put up 40 goals at his age, which is very hard to do in the league. They're getting scoring from up and down the lineup. Their goaltending has been very solid. They've got a really good defense, and they kind of ran away with the division at the start and never looked back. But NHL playoffs are the kind of thing where teams that do really well in the regular season don't always translate that to postseason success. You saw the President's Trophy winning Winnipeg Jets have to go to double overtime in Game 7 to win their series against St. Louis last night. And the style of play in the postseason is quite a bit different than the regular season. So Washington, as the, I believe, second best team in the NHL, the best team in the Metro, as Ric Flair said, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And they're the man right now until proven otherwise. It should be a good series. It's the first time the teams have met since 2019 when the Canes got back into the playoffs after a decade away, beat Washington in double overtime in Washington in Game 7, which really kickstarted the run of success the team's having. And it should be a good series.
That was such a fun series. Frustrating for the road team there until Game 7 because the home team won every game leading up to that one. But, man, I hope that this series is as good as that one because that one was a lot of fun. And just about anybody that follows any kind of sports knows about Tom Wilson. And Wade, I feel like we always try to put labels on teams and players. In the past, the Canes have been a little finesse in the playoffs, but has that changed, or are they now able to kind of go physical to physical with other teams?
It remains to be seen. They did kind of match the Devils, who are a very physical team, hit for hit. They don't have kind of the stereotypical goon like you would probably think of Tom Wilson, a guy who's out there, making questionable hits pretty much every game. And they are going to have to watch out for that because Washington is a physical team. I think more so than in past runs, you've seen a Canes team this season and this series so far in round 1 that's also not afraid to throw the body. They're not afraid to go for a hit. They're not afraid to punch back if they've been punched. And they're going to have to do that because, Tom Wilson on down, the Caps are a team that'll really make you pay for every shift you're out there. And if you can't dish it back out, it's going to be hard for you.
Wade Minter joining us. Wade, how about what we saw last night? Winnipeg scoring with 1 second left to take it into overtime. They eventually win it in double overtime. And just with no interest on either side, seeing that was unreal. How about just being have you ever been a part of one of those where you see buzzer beaters a lot in other sports? Rarely do you see it in hockey.
Yeah, it's I've seen some late goals. I remember the Eric Stahl game against New Jersey back so many years ago where he scored with just a couple of seconds left in the middle of a furious comeback to the point where fans, myself included, were already leaving the arena when he scored, and the ushers just opened the doors like, go back in. The Canes ended up winning that game in overtime. It was pretty crazy. The last 2 games of round 1, which was Dallas, Colorado, and then Winnipeg, St. Louis, both of them involved big comebacks late in the game. Game 7s have been as exciting as you could hope for in round 1. And, Winnipeg coming back after looking terrible for most of the game. Connor Hellebuck, who has not had a great round 1 in spite of being a Vezina candidate and a Hart Trophy candidate, looking like he got it back dialed in and being able to get back to double overtime. That's why you watch the games, and especially if your team's not playing in them and you can just sit back and enjoy the chaos. That's what's super fun.
So Winnipeg alive, Edmonton alive, Toronto alive, 3 out of the 8 teams from Canada. Is this the year the streak is broken and the Stanley Cup is hoisted by a Canadian team?
It very well could be. The math would indicate that with 8 teams in Canada and 30 to 32 teams in the league, depending on when you're looking, that you would have seen a Canadian team win the Cup at some point since 1993, and it hasn't happened. The law of averages is gonna catch up sometime, and you'll see it go back up there. But you've got 3 teams left in the playoffs that absolutely could do it. Toronto's a deep team, top to bottom, very, very much an offensive threat. Winnipeg, President's Trophy winners. Connor Hellebuck, when he's dialed in, one of the best goalies playing. Edmonton with McDavid and Draisaitl, you can't take your eyes off of those guys for a second. So, you got 3 teams in there, all have a very reasonable claim at being able to play for a Stanley Cup and potentially bring it home.
Wade Minter joining us. Wade, I'm excited personally because I host sports trivia in town on Monday nights and Wednesday nights. So round 1 didn't have a Monday or Wednesday Canes game. This time, game 4 will be on a Monday, so that gets me fired up. We'll do a little watch party as we play sports trivia next week. But I know that, man, that's Saturday. It's going to be rocking in Raleigh. You'll be on the mic. How about as far as Caniacs? Will you be doing any kind of parties at restaurants, bars here for game 1 or 2 on the road?
Yeah, so for every home game will be at Lenovo Center. Every road game in this round, all 4 of them, we will be at the Caroline Ale House in Cary with our official watch party. You've got me, you've got Jacoby, you've got Big Mike, you got the Canes crew. We have a really good time there. They're going to be setting stuff up on the lawn. We did them for round 1, and it was a lot of fun. We're bringing them back for round 2. And then, the Canes have kind of partner bars all over the state, and hopefully those bars will be doing their own thing as well.
And this is probably not typical of hockey, but, what time do the tailgate lots open for a Saturday hockey game? Because people are going to be going crazy on Saturday, I would imagine. It should be a lot of fun. In fact, I don't know if there's a ice face-off time yet, right?
Yeah, so we've got our times for games 3 and 4. So it's a 6 p.m. face-off on Saturday, and it's a 7 p.m. face-off on Monday. So, if it's a nice day on Saturday, good weather, you're certainly going to see people out there probably 9, 10 in the morning setting up, and by around like 2 in the afternoon, it'll be rolling.
Yes, sir. Man, that's going to be awesome. Wade, will enjoy round 2. Give us some final thoughts, maybe some keys on the Canes side to advance past these Capitals.
Yeah, I think that if the Canes are going to get what they want out of this round, they're going to have to be physical. They can't get pushed off their game by a very physical Washington team. I think Freddie Anderson's going to have to continue to play well as the number 1 goalie. He has played a very good series so far in the playoffs and had a very good season prior to that. You're going to have to need folks like Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov stepping up, Seth Jarvis, Jackson Blake. And the defense is going to need to play a good defensive game because there's so many offensive weapons on that Capitals team that you can't give them some cheap wins and then hope to get it back.
Wade, always enjoy it, man. Looking forward to hearing you through my television coming up game 3 and 4 in a rowdy Lenovo Center.
There it is. You talking about Wade Minter or Roger Goodell?
We love Wade. Wade does a great job.
Wade Minter. As we looked up at the telly, we saw Roger Goodell, Donald Trump looking around the room.
Commander's owner was in the room too.
He's right there, Josh Harris.
Yeah.
I was going to get to him.
Oh, sorry.
But appreciate you bringing him up.
We're bringing back Redskins. That's what we're doing.
A lot of momentum in that Washington franchise right now, boys.
We love it.
A lot of momentum.
I don't know, kind of a noisy offseason.
It is. It's a little noisy. I don't love it. But I'm excited. I shouldn't get this excited.
I was talking to my mom about this yesterday. Like, I'm really excited about the Raiders season, but I know I'm probably just going to get let down again.
Yeah.
And she hit me with well, you got a new coach. I was like, every year we have a new coach.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely get excited.
I know, but you know how they've burnt me so many times.
I know.
Do I keep touching the stove?
When was the last time that they had a great season? And like, were you excited in that offseason?
So I'm glad you brought that up, Chandler. The last time they've made the playoffs back-to-back years, the early 90s.
Yeah.
So 99, everything's fine. Bump genuine, as Riff Raff said.
Man, you spit.
Made the playoffs. That offseason is the offseason where we get Dion, Bruce Smith, all these old bleepers.
Hall of Famers.
We have an incredible draft with Chris Samuels and LeVar Arrington.
We are the talk of the town, the toast of the whatever, and didn't make the playoffs with all that. And Norv got fired, and it was a major letdown. 2005, they make the playoffs. They don't make it the next year. 07, make the playoffs. Didn't make it the next year. 2012, RG3, Rookie of the Year, didn't make it the next year. We cannot sustain any kind of success, and that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I can see why you're hesitant to be excited.
Yeah.
But enjoy the moment until it's not here anymore.
Yeah. Keep Caiden upright. We'll be all right. We'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour number 2. Still got Justin Hardy. Still got Caden Norman. I got a call from Best Buy. Had to buy a new washing machine.
Really?
Hey, it's going to be here on May the 15th.
Okay.
Purchase. That's still a long time to wait. We're going to have to go to the damn laundromat. Get the washing done. But,
you don't have like a neighbor you could go to?
What about your mom and dad's house?
Could. Still a real inconvenience.
So is going to the laundromat.
Yeah.
And having to pay for it.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, I mean, what's
all
that, like
inconveniences. Actually, it's quite a bit for all our clothes.
And we're going to bring that down.
But then after the purchase, they're like, good news. You're going to get a brand new washer, and it's going to be nice. Bad news, we're not going to have it until June the 3rd ready for you.
Dang.
Yeah. So, Best Buy was calling me. I want to talk to them fools. I want my clothes clean.
That would be the Best Buy.
Back with you. Hey, it's life, man. Life throws you lemons all the time.
Adversity.
Yes.
You're facing adversity right now.
Look at square in the jaw.
Plant your feet. Take a brace. Punch him in the jaw. Tell him.
Let me call Best Buy and say, want some, get some.
Want some, get some.
Sir,
that is us.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live after this.
At Riley's Army, our mission is to provide support to children with cancer and their families in North Carolina. From emotional support to financial assistance, we are here to ensure no family faces this journey alone. Guided by faith and a commitment to love and service, Riley's Army invites you to join us. Volunteer, donate, or spread the word. Together we can make a lasting difference. Visit RileysArmy.com to learn more. That's RileysArmy.com.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Warm weather is here, and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Wings Over Greenville just turned up the heat with a new honey hotter flavor. Sweet meets spicy in the boldest way yet. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club. Earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user? Get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranty warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Matey, this old ship's looking worse than a sea monster's backside. Look at these splintered planks, this saggy deck. It's a bloody mess.
You be right, mate. Even the galley's a disaster. Me kitchen's more like a dungeon than a place for cooking.
What we need is someone who can fix this old tub, make it shine like treasure.
Wait, I've heard of KDL Construction in Greenville. Kathy Herring and her crew do magical things with remodeling. They can fix up kitchens, bathrooms, even whole ships. Homes.
Aye, and she talks to her crew like a true captain. No surprises, just smooth sailing. I heard they got a skilled crew with cabinets, counters, and everything we need.
Aye, let's call KDL Construction, mate. It's time to turn this rust bucket into a beauty. I'm gonna visit KDLConstructionLLC.com today.
KDL Construction, turning your home from shipwrecked to shipshape. Arr!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You don't have to choose between comfort and compatibility when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, close side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-siders are for riders 16 and older. Now, back to the show.
All right. Thank you. Hey. We got Will here. Shirley. Chan Man, J-Bone. No Caiden Norman today. Caiden unable to join us, and he is texting like a child or Adam Sandler playing a character. It says, I am ending today is okay. I come tomorrow.
So is this an excused or unexcused absence?
Read that.
I am ending today is okay. I come tomorrow.
So is he going to sleep?
I don't. He's
ending today.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, we love you, Caiden. Don't.
Yeah, dude. We're your friends.
Yeah.
No Caiden Norman today. We'll talk to him on Tuesday, where we will have
Ruby Tuesday.
Bryce Williams, B-Man, Mully Man, Mac Man, and the Wink as they get underway in Tampa.
Speaking of Coach Mac, back in the lead for you.
Mac.
In our NASCAR pool. Slowy Slogano with the victory yesterday.
I did put a tenner down on Ryan Blaney, and he finished third.
Dude, watching his post-game interview was very tough if you're a fan or just appreciate Ryan Blaney. He's probably the best car he's had all season and just couldn't get it done. He's like, I guess we're just not going to get it done this season. It's like, it sucks.
Throw in the towel. Well, all you got to do in NASCAR is win one race and you're fine.
Yeah. Hopefully that
easier said than done, but...
Well, hell, Michael McDowell was in the lead down to backstretch yesterday. So,
I keep forgetting how good he does.
He's... He's okay.
I was just wanted to say I keep forgetting. Michael McDonald, Michael McDowell.
Yeah.
That was the joke there.
Yeah.
Not all jokes land. That's all right. Chandler, what you doing on your computer?
Trying to find a file, man, and I can't find it. Don't you guys hate when you're trying to find a file and you can't find it?
Yeah. Yeah, that is frustrating. What kind of file are you looking for?
A package, an advertising package. By the way, if you know anybody, if you out there own a business here in Eastern North Carolina and you want to advertise your business, get it out there to over 90,000 followers on our social media here at Pirate Radio, hit me up, 910-627-2572. Once again, 910-627-2572. Hit my line. Let's talk. Let's make a deal. And let's have a win-win situation.
Bone and I want to bring back the Friday Football Fan Preview, and people can advertise that. We'll be talking every Friday. I know we've got the off-season reports, opponent previews coming up very soon.
Yes.
And excited about our summer segments, and I would love for you guys to bring stuff to the table that you want to talk about while there's not as much sports going on.
Yeah, I enjoyed the fan preview because there's so many diverse NFL fans here in Eastern North Carolina and right here in Greenville. So
I don't know, how did you become a fan? Why are you a fan?
I love asking people, hey, why are you a Browns fan? Why are you a Vegas fan? And we'll be able to talk to people this summer. I know there's a Browns guy that comes on, Buccaneers, a Raiders guy, which we already have a Raiders guy here in house. Cowboys, obviously. Chiefs. We had a Chiefs guy. Boo. Wait, we used to have Kennedy.
Yeah, I'll probably have him on, Brett Kennedy.
Yeah. And that was awesome.
He likes to say awesome. Hayden, who's your daddy pull for in the NFL?
Oh my goodness, that's actually a good question. I have no idea.
Do you even know your dad at all?
I don't know.
I don't know if he watches a ton of sports. He did rodeo growing up. He rode bulls.
That's cool.
He's a big rodeo person.
Man,
that is really cool.
Yeah.
We have some breaking news.
Oh, what do we got, Will?
Is it regarding East Carolina?
It is not, but it is regarding another team that dons the purple.
All right. The Sacramento Kings.
No.
The Kansas State Wildcats.
No.
We're going to keep guessing until we get it.
All right. LSU Tigers.
No.
LA Kings.
Holy Cross.
No.
James Madison.
Incorrect.
Furman.
Close, but no.
Clemson.
No.
Show me Northwestern.
It's not a college. I lied about the close part.
Purple Vikings.
Close.
God.
The Lakers.
No.
Oh.
Go back.
No, don't give me no clues.
No. The Colorado Rockies.
No. Shirley just screamed it from the background. She got it right.
Who?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Oh my
How is that
God.
close to the Vikings?
They're an
They're in the
NFL
same
team that wears
league, don't they?
purple. They have released Justin Tucker.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
And
They tugged him off the roster.
That don't even make sense. I was thinking of something to say, like you gotta.
What did he do?
I couldn't think. I didn't think.
He's always seemed like a stand-up guy and a model citizen. Why would they cut him? He's like one of the best kickers.
What
ever.
does it say in the article?
I will read you the statement directly from Ravens GM.
Well, that's not going to tell us anything.
No.
Wow. All right. And he had some allegations.
Allegations of.
Oh, the rapper?
All right. Hey, let's get a break.
Allegations.
Oh, here it is, right here on the TV screen.
After draft. Oh, because they drafted a guy. All
yeah,
right.
they drafted
Well,
Tyler
yeah.
Loop.
It was a football decision.
Yeah.
He did stink in football last year.
He was terrible.
Yeah.
I hate to call someone's bluff, but it's not a football decision. I would bet.
Do
good
you
money.
know Eric DaCosta?
No, but he has watched Draft Day.
Oh, okay.
I mean, everything that's going on with him, the noise around it, them drafting a kicker, it just seems like.
That's a football decision. Tyler Loop.
Yeah, but
Look, here's the rub.
This news just threw me for a loop.
Damn it, Chandler.
One bad year out of one of the greatest kickers of all time is not going to cause you to release him.
Hey, it's always about what have you done for me lately.
Yours was good, but it just came right after I finally got something off.
I guess you could say it wasn't really a happy ending in Baltimore for Justin Tucker.
We'll take a break, come back, hour 3 on the way after these words.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr! Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Jockey's Ridge State Park is celebrating its 50th anniversary, taking place June 5th through the 8th in Nags Head, North Carolina. There will be exciting educational activities taking place, including yoga on the dunes, kayak trips, big canoe trips, a sandcastle building contest, and a horseshoe competition. All activities are free to the public. Several special events are planned too. A drone show, a concert by the Connells on Friday, and bubbly toasts at sunset. Visit jockeysridge50.com for tickets and a full schedule.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina, Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey, buddy, it's me, your foot.
What? Are you okay?
Not so much. These old shoes are killing me.
But I've had these for years.
Years? I've been stuck in these things and now I'm screaming. You need custom fit shoes, my friend. And we're not talking one size fits all here. You need comfort, support, and most importantly, freedom.
Well, how do I get that?
Head over to Fleet Feet. They'll make me feel like $1 million and keep you running strong.
Fleet Feet at the Old Gordon's Golf location on Arlington Boulevard. They custom fit every shoe for your unique foot. Visit Fleet Feet and step into comfort. Your feet will thank you.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Sauls with EliteTruck.com, Eastern North Carolina's premier choice in commercial truck and van equipment. Come join us in downtown Little Washington on May 10th for our first ever Elite Truck Fest, which will include a truck meet competition, raffles, live music, food, and other family-friendly activities. All proceeds from this event will be going towards supporting Beaufort County high schoolers gain valuable apprenticeship experience in their desired trade. Visit EliteTruck.com for more information.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They are locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina. They are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. They can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now, back to the show.
Back to the show indeed with Brock, Jarrett Watkins, Chandler Honeycutt, along with Hayden, Will, Shirley Rhodes. Let's get to another interview. CFL season, something to follow during the summer. Maybe we should pick a team. Maybe we should, I guess we'd have to pick the Ottawa Red Blacks since we talked to Justin Hardy.
Yeah.
Be weird if we didn't.
Yeah. Hampton Urgel now part of the Argonauts.
Argonauts?
Oh.
Where's Stanley Bryant? Who's he play for?
I don't know.
Winnipeg.
He's from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Yes.
The Winnipeg
Jets.
Oh, Blue Bombers. We need to go over the teams, I think, before we do anything.
Is Shirley a CFL savant?
Shirley?
Nah, she just does those Pirate Radio sports updates.
It has got her very good at CFL and minor league baseball name trivia over the years.
Do we not know ball anymore, I guess?
I know.
I wouldn't really consider the CFL Bowl.
You're going to say that as we cut to a Justin Hart. You're going to say that to him next week?
No.
No.
I'm the producer. I don't have to.
In fact, I asked you to speak up during this interview, but you did not have batteries in your mic.
No.
So you said something off mic.
Yeah.
What did he say? We'll find out right now as we hear from Justin Hardy. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, East Carolina great. Now with the Ottawa Red Blacks getting ready for another CFL season. Justin Hardy joining us. Justin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Doing good. Kind of give us an update, man. You're up there in Canada now. We talked to you last week from north of the border as well. What's going on? Any team events, or is it all just kind of individual working for you right now?
It's a little bit of individual work. I know a couple of guys are here now, so we doing some training, lifting, on field work. But we having training camp away from Ottawa this year, so that's going to be new. So we head up for that on Thursday and get ready to go.
So where will you be doing the training camp at?
We're going to be in Kingston.
So is that like dorms, like what hotels? Where are you going to be staying during that time?
I'm not even for sure. I think I'm like a roommate, probably for sure. Maybe dorm.
Yeah. How about when you were with the Falcons? Where did y'all do training camp? Because I know some teams, the Cowboys go to California. Washington's done it in Richmond and Pennsylvania. How about in Atlanta? Where'd you guys do training camp?
We always did it in Flowery Branch, where our practice facility was. We had suite-style dorms on the practice facility, so it was cool.
Do they try to make it a little rough on you, or do you get all the perks of being a pro when you're at training camp with the Falcons? How was it for you?
I mean, it's training camp at the end of the day, but I guess whoever you room with, it kind of does help out a lot. You know, I was with the receivers, with the older guys, so it was always cool for me.
Yeah. So you room with what? Julio and Roddy and those guys?
Roddy, E-Wings. I was in there with those guys, so it was pretty cool for me.
Yeah. Justin Hardy joining us, getting ready for another year. Justin, you seem to have always had that serious football mindset, but like going into year of being a professional now. You're over 10 years in at this point.
Yeah, over 10 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. But I mean, is it just another thing to you at this point? Like you got to have zero nerves going into this, right?
Yeah, it's no nerve. You know, it's like riding a bike at the end of the day. You know, something that you've been doing all your life. It's kind of like just getting right back to it.
Yeah. When's the last time you had nerves on a football field?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Even at ECU, like where we talked about your first game. You're catching a touchdown against nationally ranked South Carolina in an NFL stadium with a ton of fans. Like, you seem pretty cool. Were you nervous that day?
I was nervous that game, but that was just at the beginning though. Once I got tackled, that kind of went away, and I was cool.
Yeah. Justin Hardy joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Justin, how many of your teammates do you know at this point? Like, what's the roster turnover like in the CFL? Do you know a lot of your guys, or is it going to be a lot of new faces when you go to training camp?
Essentially, most times you really had the same team from the year before, with the exception of some new guys coming in, some new draft picks coming in. Outside of that, I pretty much know everybody besides the new guys that's coming in.
At this point in your not just football career but CFL career, like what would a Grey Cup mean to you? How important is that as you get ready for this season?
It's very important because how I look at it, I never had a chance to win a championship in any level that I've been at. I mean, bowl game is bowl game, but as far as high school state championship, we lost. NFL Super Bowl, we lost. So it'll be very important. I kind of really want to stamp myself, being a champion in that sense.
Yeah.
Going out there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Justin, we talked about Dominique Davis retiring last week. One Pirate out, but another Pirate in. Former ECU offensive lineman Hampton Ergel, picked up by the Toronto Argonauts. So you got another Pirate invading Canada up there, which is always good. But what would you tell guys about the CFL that we got a lot of guys trying to make it to the league right now? Some will, some won't. Some might try the UFL. What's your pitch for the CFL?
I tell guys all the time, be where your feet are. You really can't control anything outside of you at the moment. But your play will get you those calls, wherever you're trying to go to different leagues that's available. So I used to tell guys to be where your feet are, going in and just put your best foot forward and just go out there and play football like you always been all your life.
And as far as the CFL, they treat you good. Like you would tell people, hey man, if you get an opportunity, it's a good place to play. The CFL.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, it's an experience. Getting to see different things. And a lot of most guys rarely go out of the country. So being able to go out of the country to play football, something that you continuously do that you love. I tell people all the time, it's a good experience to do.
No, that's a good point, man. We've talked to a lot of former ECU basketball players. James Legan liked Australia so much he was considering being an Australian citizen. We had Errol Bean played in Turkey, and he didn't necessarily say he wanted to live there, but talked about the experience. So it's amazing where sports can take you, and cool that you've experienced that. What's been kind of some of your favorite moments being up there in Ottawa or wherever you've been in Canada that maybe you didn't experience here in North Carolina or Georgia?
I think just the experience of just being in a different country. I know we still kind of connected in a sense, but just being in a different country, just picking up on the cultural things that they do here, and understand how much they love football here as well. So it's definitely cool to see going to different cities, going to different stadiums, just getting to see all those things. It's been great.
Well, Justin, Ottawa Senators not in it, but there are 3 Canadian teams left in the NHL playoffs, so you might be hearing about that. Canada has not. Let's see, what year were you born, Justin?
1991.
Okay. You were 2 years old the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup.
Wow.
93, Montreal won. Since then, it's been all American teams. So that's kind of a big deal there. You might be hearing about that here in the next few weeks.
It is. Like, hockey's big here, too, so it's definitely good to see.
Yeah, no doubt. Carolina Hurricanes still alive. They'll play the Capitals in round 2 beginning on Tuesday. So you got that going on, NBA playoffs. What do you think, Celtics repeat, or would you take another team at this point, Justin?
I don't see Celtics repeating.
Okay.
From what I've seen, I think it'll be a different team.
Jared, jump on the mic real quick. If it's not the Celtics this year, oh, you don't have a mic. Just tell me off mic. Who's winning if it's not the Celtics this year? Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards. Okay. All right. We'll see. So, Justin, when does that training camp begin for you? What's the next step for you?
So we leave to go up to the spot Thursday.
All
and
right.
I think the first day of practice is Sunday. We got medicals and team meetings up until that time. But I think the first day of actual practice is Sunday.
And how quickly does that run into your first preseason game? Do you know that date?
Very quick. The thing is, up here in training camp is straight through. Like in the NFL, you go 4 days, have a day off, 4 days, have a day off. But up here it's straight through, and it's only really 2 weeks of camp, and then that third week is a preseason game.
Man.
So it's pretty fast.
It'll hit you quick. Justin Hardy joining us courtesy of Social House Vodka. You can get the J-Rock limited edition vodka, Justin's personal brand at socialhousevodka.com. Everybody check that out. Enjoy it, and enjoy these Justin Hardy interviews. We'll chronicle his season in the CFL, starting with training camp when we talk to you next week,
Justin Hardy joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Good work over there, Will, doing double duty. Let's get a break in. We'll come back. We'll do a little podcast roundup, see what's going on the Danny Beal Show, Parker Bird Show, Holton Naylor Show, and have our Fleet Feed rundown as well. What's going on tonight in sports? A little worried about blowouts in the NBA.
No, I mean, the Pacers were 8.5-point dogs last night.
Okay.
Came out with a 9-point victory.
Okay, thank you. Talking me off the ledge there. We'll get Will's thoughts on NBA playoffs, maybe a player prop or two, and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday after this.
This spring, be a part of something truly inspiring. Join us for our A Season of Hope fundraising banquet Thursday, May 8th from 6:30 to 9 at the Elegant Rock Springs Center in Greenville. Enjoy a plated dinner and hear powerful stories of resilience from special guests CJ Wilson and our keynote speaker, Daryl Strawberry.
This event will support the Building Hope Community Life Center in Greenville. Support the mission, share the hope. Reserve your seat today at buildinghopnc.org/banquet.
I'm Morgan Ehlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. If you're looking for a vehicle just at the low end of the price scale, you can get that. And if you're looking for a high-end vehicle, you can get that late model, high-quality car, truck, SUV, basically for anybody at any price range.
That's right. We communicate with people all the time looking for something like that, and we stay in contact and find the exact vehicle that they want that fit their needs.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Hey, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. May and June will be here soon, and Mom and Dad are due for something extra special. There's no better gift than the protection of life. Empower your parent with a trip to Carolina Caliber. From home defense to concealed carry and tons of other personal protection and shooting sports gear, your parents deserve to choose from the finest selection in Eastern NC. Plus, the summer will be sizzling with exceptional factory promotions they won't want to miss. Grab a gift card and send them on over to Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Pirate Radio, no one can outwork us. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in Eastern North Carolina. You can shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Shirley, Will, Hayden. Big Dog's here. Got to give a shout out to Pedro de Grande, a.k.a. the Big Dog. Saturday, I said, what are we doing? Clippers or Nugs? And to be fair, he was on the fence, but his conclusion was Clippers, and they lost by 30. I'm not giving him credit for that. So I blocked his number, everything. Woke up the next day, I was like, man, that was harsh. I shouldn't block his number. He says the same thinking on the Clippers. We got to go back to it today. Warriors is the play. And he was so confident, stuck to his guns, told him, we got it back. So shout out Big Dog, a man of conviction. Got the relatively easy win with the Warriors last night, I would say.
Yeah, it was a 10-point victory.
Houston not ready for prime time.
Yeah. Shout out Steve Kirk. I only played 6 guys, went with the veterans.
Shout out Coach Ivory.
Yep. And that'll be game. Warriors on to the next round facing off the T-Wolves.
I just saw a video of Draymond Green.
Did you just see a video? Because you've been watching videos the entire show. Even during the break, Jarrett and I are talking, and you're just in your computer most of the time watching the dumbest stuff. But anyway, go ahead.
I just saw a video of Draymond Green slapping a player for Houston.
I do not want more Draymond Green.
The Warriors underdogs in a series for the first time since 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
They are playing, of course, the team that I like to call. Tell me what I like to call them. Who are they playing?
The Timberwolves?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had a funny nickname.
Minnesota. No, I just couldn't remember who they were playing.
But he likes to call them that.
Yeah. What have you been watching over there, man? What was the video you were watching of somebody putting?
It was, I don't know, his wife was cheating on him, and
you watched the dumbest stuff.
So he was suspicious, so he put paint on his wife's feet.
Yeah, but it's not even real. Like,
I pretend it's real.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It makes it fun.
We were watching another video of a guy allegedly hooking up with his Xbox buddy.
Yeah.
That wasn't real.
That was crazy. Dude, that's totally real.
It's not real.
I love how you watch these videos and think they're real.
As a lifelong wrestling fan, it ain't real.
Dude, he gets worked into a shoot all the time.
Bro, I really think that...
You broing me?
The guy that was with his Xbox friend, I'm pretty sure that's real.
Chandler.
Dude, like 2 or 3 videos of the same thing come out a month. It's all staged.
Maybe I shouldn't tell this to you. I don't want to kill your online innocence.
This is like when they told me wrestling wasn't real.
I made the mistake of telling my stepson kind of that one time, thinking he would still enjoy it like I do, and it took him out of it, and I felt terrible.
I remember when I was like 10, I was like, so they're really brothers? And he's like, Undertaker and Kane. He's like, my dad's like, do they look alike? I was like, no. He's like, okay. I'm like, well, are they brothers? He's like, are you stupid?
Your dad said that?
He didn't say, are you stupid? But he's like, really? He hit me with a really.
Really, son? You dumb son of a gun.
Austin said the Xbox video was definitely for real. Thanks, Austin. Not everything's fake, guys.
Every single thing online is fake. This show is fake.
Nothing's real.
Look, this microphone, this isn't even a real microphone. I could eat it.
Joel also said the Xbox dude was real. If Joel and Austin said it, it's real.
Joel Osteen said that?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, man. You go online, it's like, oh, all these terrible things are happening. But you walk right outside here on Evans Street, it's a beautiful day.
I feel that way too, Jarrett. And I'm not going to say there aren't awful things happening, because I know there are.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's wars. And
if you bog down yourself in that, like, I could see how people lose their minds and go crazy because they see all this stuff on Facebook and everything, and they're like, this is terrible. And all of that isn't real. It's all fake stuff. But, like, you go to the gas station,
everybody,
they hold the door open for you.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, have a good one. All right. Hey, good to see you.
You answered this question earlier, Clip, but Scott says, Clip, are you going to come up to the D.C. for the draft 2027?
I'm not. This is not my bag, baby, as Austin Powers would say. I'll tell you what is my bag, going to CW's draft party. I love that. Yeah. I will be there. I cannot wait to see who they bring out. Do they bring out the Hogs? Do we get some Daryl Green, some Art Monk, some Clinton Portis, some Tana Man? They're going to bring out some old skins.
I have a Did You See?
But just to finish my point, standing outside for 4 hours watching men do handshakes, hugs with Roger Goodell, not my idea of fun. Plus, we're going to be picking 32nd that year, if you know what I mean.
I saw 2027, and I'm like, man, why are they announcing that? Like, that's so far away. It just hit me. That's 2 years.
Yeah. So it's going to your neck, right?
What?
And your back. And your... Is it Vegas next year?
No.
No.
Yeah, Pitt.
My bad. Going to the Steel City and then going to D.C. I am excited, though, because it's just, I swear, Washington has been irrelevant for so long and not cool for so long.
Yeah.
It feels kind of cool to be a Washington fan, which makes me happy that I stuck through it all these years.
Yeah, and I hope the schedule lines up to where we could potentially go to Raiders Commanders this fall.
I'm planning on that, Bone. I am planning on that. What you got, Sean?
I have a Did You See?
All right.
Did you see that Sean Taylor's brother, Gabe Taylor, signed a contract with the Commanders?
To play football?
Did he sign a contract or get an invite?
He got an invite, or he's going to try out for the team. To play football?
I didn't know how old he was. It could be on the coaching staff. It could be in the front office. It could be an ambassador.
Ambassador.
His daughter is got a scholarship to play volleyball at Carolina.
Fun fact.
Oh, cool.
My roommate went to school with Sean Taylor's daughter.
Where at?
Gulliver Prep in Miami.
Oh, so you'll dox her, but not our truth.
It's Miami.
That fact was indeed fun.
I appreciate both of y'all's facts.
The
I love
football
Sean Taylor.
field at Gulliver Prep is named after Sean Taylor.
Just the all-time senseless murder. Some dumb kids went in the house to rob it thinking nobody was there and like freaked out. Shot him in the leg. A lot of people have survived for that, but it hit the exact artery or whatever. And like, just like that. Like just stupid.
Same with Steve McNair.
Yeah, but
he was killed by what, ex-girlfriend or
and his buddy.
Allegedly.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
you can't just say that.
Sorry, I watched a video on Twitter. It had to be real, right?
Yeah, again, like just the
he was
senseless
asleep,
crime.
right?
Yeah.
But the Taylor thing, he would have been with the team, but he was injured that week. So it was like a whole lot of crazy scenarios happened. He was gone like previously. A family member had a party in the house, and I guess they were there or told somebody that was there told them about the house. So, hey, we could go rob an NFL player's house. He's got a newborn, so he like hears something. He's getting up to protect his family. Shot in the damn leg, dead. Hate it. All right, let's do a podcast run through real quick. Brandon Golden, formerly ECU strength conditioning, was on the Danny Beal show talking about what drew him to East Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I don't know. I didn't. So like being an undergrad at East Carolina, probably like most people in undergrad, I thought I wanted to do one thing, and it changed. And once I graduated, I came back here, and my dad had emphysema, and I thought like I always knew I wanted to help people and be a part of like people's journey and just kind of pushing whatever that envelope is for those individuals. And I thought it was respiratory therapy and something that was kind of near and dear to my heart with my dad. And I started interning at the local hospital and doing some like cardiac rehab and things like that, and it was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. As you can imagine from us, the way we interacted and the way we did things in the weight room in college baseball couldn't be further from that. And there's definitely a place for that and a need for that. But at 21, 22 years old, that's just not that wasn't the place for me. And so I started interning at High Point University and learning how to Olympic lift and how to be a college strength coach.
Brandon Golden, Danny Beal show. You can check that out. We'll check in with DB later this week as the Bird Dogs get ready for some baseball action. They've actually got their first ever scrimmage today, preseason game against our boy Ryan Meadows and LCC, the Lancers. All right. Also, let's hear from Carter Cunningham, who famously entered the portal and exited the portal. And we are happy he did because he was awesome here at ECU, an awesome person, and now trying to make it in pro baseball. Here's Carter Cunningham on the Parker Bird Show.
At that time, it certainly I didn't want it to go that way. Just the nature of the game, the nature of the business of college baseball kind of, I didn't perform and money's tight. And at that time was 11.7 scholarships. And I was an out-of-state kid that was trying to pay for my own school. And as much as I didn't want to leave, I felt like financially I had to. And then Coach Godwin, this is when NIL was kind of being used for good. We were able to find some money through a donor who I'm extremely grateful for, to help financially keep me at ECU. And that donor's somebody that I still have a relationship to this day. I literally talked to him yesterday. So NIL can be used in a positive light in situations like that. Unfortunately, now I think it's blown up and it's out of control, which I don't know if we'll get to that later, but it's I'm fortunate for it and blessed to have those people in my life.
All right, Carter Cunningham on the Parker Bird Show. Also, Garrett McGinn, GMAC, joined Holton Ahlers on the Holton Ahlers Show. He's been a few places. He talks about the differences of the leagues that he has played in throughout his pro football career.
That was USFL was my first one. I remember when I first came in, I was like, probably going to be the best dude here.
Yep.
Boy, was I mistaken. Like, you get into this league and you, I was on a practice squad. I was active. I was like, okay, I know I can play ball. And then I get here, I'm like, okay, it's going to be a step down. Let's put out some good film and get back. And then you're like, oh, wait. Everybody that's playing right now was either on an active roster or on a P squad. And it's like, this is high caliber football.
Yep.
Now let's go play football. And it truly is a great avenue for people to get film. And that's the thing, my story, injuries, whatever you spent, and people forget about it too. Being on a practice squad is great. It's great. You're playing in the NFL. You have a job, this, that, and the third. But you think about it, you're on a practice squad for a year, get a sprinkle of some preseason games, and then you're in practice squad again. That's essentially now 2 years where your film layout is this big. You had what's now 3 preseason games.
Yep.
All you have a film. So if you kind of get lost in the sauce of the new rookies coming in and whatever, then you come to this league, you have 10 games, you're the guy, you go show, hey, no, I'm still who I said I am. Boom, can get picked right back up. Or God forbid, whatever happens, anything happens, it gives you another opportunity. And one story that I love to talk about, and it mainly is because of how good of a dude he was, is my USFL year playing with Cavante Turpin. That
oh, yeah.
The greatest dudes I've ever been around. Great teammate, all that. But that dude was a ball player. Dude was a stud. Dude played in Italy and Mexico. And then he gets his opportunity in the USFL, goes crazy, is the MVP of the whole league. And he just got paid by the Cowboys. Has been all pro.
17 milli.
It's dude, that's what makes these leagues so cool is you have a guy who not only is a great dude, but a great football player. And he shows oh no, I'm still who I am. Give me a shot, gets a shot, and then runs with it. And
Yep.
it's that's what's for a career that started to look like it was going down, and then it just goes right back up.
Big fan of GMAC, Garrett McGinn. He was on some bad ECU teams, and he had to answer the questions because he was the best talker on the team and the kind of the leader of that team. And happy to see him have post ECU success because he's a really good dude. We've talked about that with him, that how it was not fun for him to have to field all those questions after losses. But
he was a trooper.
Yeah. And good dude, good guy.
I remember his last game as a Pirate. It was after we lost to State, that additional game in 2018. And remember his interview. I think somebody asked him about his time here, and it was a really, really good answer. So I can't remember what it was.
That's good. Yeah, well, that's cool. Pretty good story.
But it was very impactful.
Kind of out of it today, John. Well, I won't say that. You've been into it.
No, as we get closer to the end of the show,
you can't handle the 3 hours.
Well, no, I can, but it's just I haven't ate today. I got a chicken sandwich from a gas station here in town, and I took 2 bites of it, and it was so mushy.
Man,
it was bad.
You think you got it bad? I ordered a tuna melt and got a tuna sandwich.
So they didn't melt the cheese?
There was no cheese, Jared.
Whoa.
The tuna sandwich contains no cheese.
Nobody cut the cheese.
It contains tomatoes, which I don't eat.
Yeah.
I threw those across the room. And some lettuce, which I do eat.
Lettuce.
Hold on, y'all don't like tomatoes?
No.
Absolutely not.
Neither do I.
No.
No.
I mean, it's...
Do we stutter?
Hey.
I didn't answer.
You know
but
who you're talking.
I'm sorry, hey.
I don't order, I don't say no tomatoes. It's always a game time decision for me. When I get the sandwich, I decide if I want the tomatoes or not.
Sometimes I say no tomatoes, but I don't like to be that guy that that's picky. Usually I take them off myself. I tell you when it gets a little tough, when you get a wrap.
Yeah, they dice them up in there.
Yeah. So that makes it difficult. Sometimes I'll say no tomatoes. Sometimes I forget, and it's like, man, that was a bad call.
There's something that I learned last
Learn.
summer.
Not the word learn.
And you're graduating college this weekend?
R1.
R1, baby.
I think I'm saying it right. The tahine, the like spicy stuff.
Tahine.
Yeah, that I like putting it on tomatoes and eating it.
What is this spice?
Like not all the time, but like it's like different.
You've seen tahine, right?
What's she doing? How's she look?
She's pretty.
So, Hayden, I like ketchup. I like marinara. I like
salsa,
tomato-based things. I had some chips and salsa last night. I don't think I've ever had that, Sean. What kind of?
And with apples.
Is it Mexican?
Like and mango.
Let me see.
Is it like Latin? Yeah. Okay.
It's not going to let you zoom.
I'm sorry?
I'm out on ketchup.
No ketchup?
You're out on ketchup?
I don't I don't like mustard on my hot dog, but if it's like a little sandwich, you know them little sandwiches, or even like I guess a turkey sandwich, I can have mustard on it.
I'm getting a text saying stick with the gas station hot dogs, not the chicken sandwich.
Or egg rolls.
All right, Grayson.
That's hibachi.
Or get lunch at a restaurant.
Egg rolls.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Greasy.
Greasy.
Ooh, greasy. It was Brian Greasy.
Speaking of greasy, you need to watch Man on Fire, and his character's name is Creasy. Jarrett's never watched Man on Fire. Hayden and I have watched the movie. I cannot believe you watched that movie. Should I even say what?
No.
I'm not even going to say what
I can't believe you watched that movie.
I went in blind. I went in totally blind.
And you came out blinded.
Listen, I bet other people have watched it too. Don't let them fool you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it did make some money.
Yeah, I think because it was
they
the people
profited
playing
from it.
in it.
I watched, I looked at a Reddit thread, and it was like good twisty movies. And I saw that. I'd never seen it. I saw it had good ratings. So I was like, let's go for it.
Was there a good twist?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was. I was pleased with that. Yeah. But the things they put in there for shock value, things I've never seen with these virgin eyes. I can tell
Things
you
that make you go, buh.
Yeah. They went cray.
Did you like the song at the end?
Well, no, because the dude was running around naked. So it kind of took away from the music.
What is wrong with the guy?
Oh, man. Everything.
Like what?
There's nothing wrong with him.
Hayden, you know what I thought was wrong with the guy? He had mentioned his parents had mental issues. Yeah. Well, they didn't. He had them on his own.
Apparently does, yeah.
Wild movie. I'm not going to recommend it, and I'm not going to say what it is. But anyway.
Funny, but yeah.
I cannot believe you've seen that.
Yes, a bunch of people I know have seen it. I was shocked that you.
Maybe it was like popular. So it was like 5 or 6 years old, I guess.
I don't even know if it's that. It's because of the actors in it.
The actors were good.
Because of Jacob Elordi, like a lot of people like him from like Euphoria.
Oh, I never saw that because I think that's too wild for my eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's like high school kids.
Yeah.
It's like,
and I have a 16-year-old daughter, so I don't want to watch stuff like that.
but I mean, you watch a couple episodes of that. It's like, what high school is this?
No. Whatever happened to the old like keg party in the field?
Yeah.
Tobacco field.
They always get
That's what
like
we
shoving kids in
grown
lockers.
adults to play the high school kids.
Right. Yeah.
And it's always like.
Well, I mean, some of the things they do in these movies, you can't really make a child do that.
But I mean, like
Wills has signed a petition to have
more
more kids.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
let's not say it.
Like Bel Air. Like for example, Bel Air, the spinoff of Fresh Prince. I really like that. They have high school age kids, I guess, or college age kids playing the people that are supposed to be
appropriate age.
Right, and but like obviously there's no like overly
vulgar.
Right,
Yeah.
but it adds realism to the show, and as we have learned this show, I like that in what I watch. So
it all comes full circle with Will.
Yeah. Way to bring it back. I like a callback. Let's take a break.
Got something to bring to the table.
Ooh, Chandler's bringing something to the table.
Have we talked over-unders for teams? FanDuel has their over-unders out.
NFL?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, sucky.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. When we return, Pirate Radio Live, Monday. See you.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Pirate fans, the East Carolina football season ticket campaign presented by Hamill Builders is underway. The Pirates are looking to build momentum off an 8-win season and that Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate head coach. Season tickets can be purchased for as little as $115. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Mac McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gakwe Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michael and Yakwe can handle all of your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns and fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Yakwe Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates! Now, back to Clip.
We got some knockoff Weezer here. You said it was depressing. Sounds like some Weezer to me.
Yeah, it's very depressing.
All right, let's get our Fleet Feet rundown. Hey, Harp, what's going on with you?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Let's hit some NFL over-unders real quick. John, you got that pulled up?
Yes, sir.
We hit a few of our favorite teams a few weeks ago, but these are available to bet on now via FanDuel.
FanDuel, yes, sir.
All right, so let's go my Manders. I want to say it was like 9.5 when we talked about it. Is that what it is?
9.5.
Yeah.
Minus 110
for over.
For both.
I think we can get the 10, but again, the schedule's going to be tougher. There are some we had some real flunkers last year. The Titans and the Panthers and the Browns. We played some bad teams.
I think it's a perfectly set line. I like y'all 9 or 10.
All right. Let's go with the Carolina Panthers.
6.5.
Over.
Hammer the over.
You got to like to hear that, John.
I love it.
We got a hammer.
Minus 135 for the over.
Mm-hmm.
So people are thinking the Panthers get to 8 this year. Let's go with Jarrett's.
So, J-Bo?
What do you think?
6.5.
7.5,
brother.
I'm going over because we're winning every freaking game.
The Raiders were my number one over pick last year.
Mine too, and guess who is number one this year? Same team.
If you're betting the over, you're betting plus money, plus 120.
What do they know?
Yeah, I'm going under.
They don't know.
Under is minus 140.
Tough division.
Nope.
Yes.
What's your favorite division?
Mm-hmm. Let's go with Will's G-Man.
G-Unit.
Will, what do you think you're sitting at right here, bud?
4.5.
5.5.
You're on the news. 5.5.
I think this is a team that can win 7 or 8 games.
You're wrong.
Really?
But at the same time, we're like one injury. We're another Andrew Thomas injury away from winning 3 games again. So.
Former Patriot?
No.
Oh.
No.
Lifelong Giant.
If you're taking the over, plus 115. The under, minus 135.
What is the biggest number on the board?
Gotta be Eagles, Lions, 10.5.
Look up Eagles, look up Lions, look up Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs got to be 11.5.
Chiefs?
I think Eagles are 11.5. They are 11.5.
Check the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Can't say Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
We got a train.
With the 63 pick.
7-49.
11.5.
Okay.
Oh, under.
Do you want to try Lions?
Lions is 10.5.
Okay. And nobody else is going to be up there? Man, have y'all looked at NFL way too early power rankings? Although I guess it's not too early because the rosters are kind of set now.
Yeah.
But
I would say,
where would you put the Commanders out of 32 teams off the top of your dome piece?
9.
8 or 9, yeah.
I've seen them at 6 in 2 different.
Wow. I say they top 7 for sure.
Pump the brakes, man. Who's looked at as the worst team in the league going into it this year?
Titans.
With Cam?
I'd say the Giants.
They're 5.5.
I would say, let's see.
Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either the Browns or the Titans.
I don't think the Titans are
Jags.
bottom 2. No,
The Jags will have 5.
I would put the Jags at like 27.
Jags.
I think that's what they are in like the consensus.
What's the Titans?
Jags are 7.5.
What's Titans?
Titans are 5.5.
Who's the lowest? It's got to be 4.5 for somebody. Browns?
If it's not for the Titans.
Oh, the Saints are terrible.
The Saints are 7.5.
Under.
The reason that line's inflated is because of the division. If they sneak a game or two and they play a couple of the other bottom feeders, 7.5 is like they'll still be under, but it's not like a crazy line to set it at.
Will, you want to hear Clip's basic B parlay for Monday night?
Sure.
I've got Celtics money line, Thunder money line, Towns 8+ rebounds, Brunson 18+ points.
The only one I'm not sure on is the Towns one because the Celtics, the Knicks will be lucky to get a game. The Celtics are just so sound. They switch everything on defense. There's no bad matchups. They run so many actions on offense. There's no bad matchups, and they rebound really well.
If there is an upset tonight, will it be Knicks over Celtics or Nuggets Thunder?
Nuggets.
It sounds like you think Nuggets.
I think the Nuggets take game 1. I think it's a very similar situation to the Pacers.
Interestingly enough, Knicks line has gone down to 8.5. Nuggets line has gone up to 10.5.
I think we see Jokic become Jokic tonight. He had kind of a here and there first round series, but I think we see him become the MVP.
Take me to break. Good seg. We'll be back with you to wrap it up when we return after this.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerel in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailor Show.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here.
The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad.
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Pirate Radio.
And you, lad?
I'm Peter.
That's not a pirate name. What about Dastardly Jim, eh?
No.
Very well. In punishment for lack of an interesting pirate name, Peter shall walk the plank.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a down day for the stock market. The Dow was down 98 points and closed at 41,218. The NASDAQ was down 133 at 17,844. And the S&P was down 36 points and closed at 5650. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, fun show. Thank you, William. Shirley. Hayden, good to see you. You are always welcome. I hope you come join us some more.
Is today your last day?
If you're around and you got nothing going on, pop in. All right, we got to go. Thank you, Hayden. Jeez. You know what? Don't pop in as much, just every now and then. Jarrett, enjoyed it. Chan Man.
Yes, sir. See you tonight, 8 o'clock. Buckingham Music Hall.
We'll have sports trivia going. We'll talk to you fine folks Tuesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Eastern Carolina's longest-running sports radio